football tonight. Here's Carroll Buckley with the call.
Well, thank you, Gabe Lemmers. I'm Carroll. With me is John Driffill. We are at Palm Desert High School, home of the Aztecs. And as I recall from my days at San Diego State, the red and black of the Aztecs predominate on the Palm Desert side of the field. And the Central Spartans, of course, the blue and white. Should be a good game tonight. These two teams have not met in 20 years since the realignment, where the Imperial Valley schools aligned with San Diego Section CIF. Of course, the Coachella Valley, where Palm Desert is located, stayed with the southern section. But I can tell you, in the year 2002, not a good year for the Central Spartans. Palm Desert dominated the Spartans 61-0. So, if you need something for the bulletin board in the locker room, there you go. But, hey, that was Dad's team, not yours, so I'm not worried about it. We're going to take a look at the two teams and talk to John as our pregame festivities continue on AM 1230 and on our YouTube channel.
The CB Stop in Calexico is your one-stop location for ice-cold beer, wine, and your favorite beverages. They have a selection of sandwiches, chips, snacks, ice, and flavor lotto, including Powerball and Mega Super Lotto. You can even get fishing bait and a fishing license. The CB Stop has it all, along with a gas station with diesel and a car wash. Open 24 hours a day. The CB Stop, located in Calexico at the corner of Cole and Boucher Road.
Hacienda Snack Bar has been around for a long time, serving breakfast to lunch Monday through Friday, serving your favorite breakfast burritos to the Hacienda Burger. And when it comes to catering, they do it right with good hot food. They can put a meal together to fit your budget for any size party, big or small. Stop by Hacienda Snack Bar at 941 K Street in Brawley. Talk to Mario and let him cater your next event, or call 760-344-5542. That's 344-5542.
We all love an expert. We've got a roof expert, a plumber, a great mechanic. The list goes on. Imperial Valley Allstate agent Julie Oliver is your local insurance expert that knows the community. So whether it's protection for your car, home, boat, motorcycle, or more, Julie is here to help. Call your local Allstate agent Julie Oliver today at 760-353-5800. That's 353-5800. Julie says, please stay safe and healthy. You are in good hands. Subject to terms, conditions, and availability.
The Central Union High School District Board of Trustees and Administration welcomes students back to school at Central Union High School, Southwest High School, Desert Oasis High School, Phoenix Rising High, and the Central Union Adult High School. Welcome back, and thanks to all the teachers and staff as well. Have a wonderful year. The Central Union High School District committed to excellence. We are awaiting a kickoff. The Central Spartans visiting the Palm Desert Aztecs. John, I don't remember 20 years ago when we would have been here.
I'm not sure if that 61-0 game was played here or down in El Centro. I have a feeling it was down in El Centro, but it doesn't matter. As you mentioned, that's quite a while ago. These kids weren't even born back then, so that's not going to play a part. But let's look at this year's Palm Desert Aztecs. They come into the game. They are 1-1. The team they beat has not won a game yet this year, and the team they lost to is also 1-1. So can't get much reference out of that. But Palm Desert used to be the dominant school when they opened up here in the late 80s. And then as Cathedral City opened up, and then La Quinta and Rancho Mirage, on and on and on, the schools that opened up here, they've lost a little bit of the support they've gotten, but they still have a senior-laden varsity football team this year, Carroll.
Well, you remember, John, the league, every year we would play Coachella, we would play Indio, Palm Desert, after a while, La Quinta, Cat City. Now there's even, Shadow Hills and several other schools in the system as well.
Right, Rancho Mirage also opened up out there by where Rancho Mirage is, and then they've opened up some other schools like Desert Oasis, Desert Mirage. So there's enough schools that Palm Desert's not looking to play outside of the area. Now, I don't know if they're going to be coming down to El Centro next year, but they have so many schools up here that they don't really need to go very far anymore, like in the old days when they had to. But at the same time, they're looking for better competition. Some of the smaller schools up here can't really compete with Palm Desert, so that's perhaps why they schedule Central tonight.
Okay, John, we'll take a look at Central since this will be our first look at the Spartans this year. We'll take a look at the Spartans coming up.
The original Town Pump has relocated in Brawley at Brownies Diner, offering you the same great steaks and more. Open every day except Monday with patio dining, with breakfast and lunch served from 7:30 a.m. to 2 p.m., dinner from 4 p.m. to 8:30 p.m., and open Sunday 7:30 a.m. to 2 p.m. Now with indoor dining. For delicious home-style cooking at its best, now there's one location that has it all. Brownies Diner in Brawley.
Stan's Auto Body has been serving customers in the Imperial Valley for many years now. Their mission is to be recognized as a premier provider of auto body repair services. Stan's Auto Body also works closely with you and your insurance company on your collision repair. They're committed to delivering superior quality and customer service by exceeding your expectations. Stan's Auto Body thanks you for making them #1 with CarWise.com. Give them a call or stop by 1880 West Euclid Avenue in El Centro. Imperial Valley College is welcoming students back on campus for the fall for an enhanced mix of in-person and online learning and student services. Enrollment is in full swing with classes already in session. Programs will feature an enhanced schedule of in-person labs and hands-on skills training with the option to continue taking a wide range of courses online. Students curious about degrees, available programs, and career paths can learn more by visiting imperial.edu and careered.org.
It's high school football. We're live on AM 1230 KXO El Centro and on the KXO YouTube channel. John Driffill, our first shot at the Central Spartans this year, and Coach Pena has put together a cast of a lot of underclassmen.
Yes, they're much younger than this Palm Desert team, but they have some talent. They're led by Damian Rodriguez as a quarterback. Also on the defensive side, Skylar Cook, who's been playing varsity football now. This is his third year as a junior. And we have some familiar names, Carroll. Eli Osuna, whose brother Zeke was on the championship team last spring and then 2 years ago. Also, we have a coach's son, Jonah Huerta. That's Rudy Huerta's son. Rudy's one of the coaches here. And Joey Denton's son has graduated, but he's got one coming up who's not on the varsity roster yet, but he will be in a few years. So there are some familiar names of kids that have played and their parents are involved with Central.
John,
Charlie Sullivan.
You know what the problem with that is, John? We were doing games with their grandfather.
That's absolutely right. Charlie Sullivan is another name whose brother played a couple years ago, very successful, and he stepped in as a junior, one of the leaders on this team, as is also Gavin Marini, who as a junior played last year as a sophomore. So Central is young, but they have some experience on this ball club.
And we look for typical a Coach Pena team. They're going to be able to come at you in all different directions. And one of the marks of Coach has been liberal substitutions. He will get a lot of players in and keep fresh legs working on you.
Yes, and that's going to be very beneficial, as it is just as hot up here as it is down in the valley. Carol, I know I mentioned to you before, this could be one of the greatest views that we get. This is a spectacular stadium surrounded by mountains, palm trees, etc. But as you said, rather be by the ocean.
Yeah, where's Point Loma? It's a little bit cooler there. And speaking of cooler, prior to us going on the air, I had something unusual happen. I was asked by a gentleman with a Canadian broadcast team that wanted to interview me. His first ever Friday Night Lights in the U.S., and he wanted to get a little bit of a flavor for it. And John, I'm not used to being interviewed. I'm used to being on the other end. So that just kind of made it a little bit interesting. I'll have to see what we can do about finding that online. Anyway, coming up, we've got a kickoff. The Spartans are on the field. The Aztecs are not. And we imagine as soon as they do come out on the field, we will have our national anthem. By the way, 2 games played last night. Brawley blew up Indio 48-13, and Holtville rolled over Hoover in San Diego 44-21. So the Vikings are for real, and Brawley, well, they instead of playing one of the top 10 teams in the San Diego section, played Indio, and Indio is not the power that they were 20 years ago, but a good test for the Wildcats, and they showed up very well.
Yeah, Indio is not the school they used to be. We mentioned that in the mid-'80s when Palm Desert opened, up here there was just Indio and Coachella. Palm Springs was in another section, although they're just down the road, and that was the DVO made up of Coachella, and then you had Indio was the power that always seemed to battle Central and Brawley for the championship. That 1 year Calexico had a championship team. And when Palm Desert opened, a lot of the support went out of the balloon for the Indio Rajas. And then Cathedral City opened up, as we mentioned. La Quinta opened up. Several other schools, and I forgot to mention one that is close to your heart. Xavier Prep opened up several years ago. So that's a private school up here. Shadow Hills opened up about 7 years ago, and one of their first games, that's the game where the kicker from Brawley kicked a 54-yard field goal with time expired to win the game, as the Shadow Hills coaching staff told his kids, don't rush, don't do anything, he'll never make it, and the kid put it through. Now, there was a pretty good win behind him, but that was one of the great victories back then, and Shadow Hills suffered their first defeat as a football team. Since then, Shadow Hills has been a very tough opponent. Palm Desert will play them later on this year. As we mentioned, Indio, they're down. They usually play the much smaller schools, and even with that, they have not had a winning record in the last 12 years.
Okay, we've got more of our pregame festivities coming up on AM 1230 KXO El Centro, California, and on the KXO YouTube channel.
Start the day off right by having breakfast at the Broken Yolk Café. Once again, voted best breakfast in Imperial Valley by you, our customer. Thank you. Now remember, Broken Yolk strives every day to bring you great service and great food, still preparing everything fresh daily. Open for breakfast and lunch 7 days a week from 7 a.m. till 2 p.m. Log on to Broken Yolk Café and join the club or order your meal online. Broken Yolk Café on North Imperial Avenue in El Centro. McNeece Mart is your one-stop convenience store with a drive-through car wash. And now McNeece Mart has upgraded their car wash. It's state-of-the-art with 3 different washes to choose from the $7 Express wash to the $9 Deluxe wash to the best of the best $12 Premium wash. Also, purchase 8 gallons of fuel and get $1 off your car wash. And get the punch card. Pay for 5 washes, get the 6th one free. Yes, McNeece Mart, your one-stop convenience store at the corner of Dogwood Road and East Main Street in El Centro.
The CB Stop in Calexico is your one-stop location for ice-cold beer, wine, and your favorite beverages. They have a selection of sandwiches, chips, snacks, ice, and Flavor Lotto, including Powerball and Mega Super Lotto. You can even get fishing bait and a fishing license. The CB Stop has it all, along with a gas station with diesel and a car wash. Open 24 hours a day. The CB Stop, located in Calexico at the corner of Cole and Bowker Road.
Hacienda Snack Bar has been around for a long time, serving breakfast to lunch Monday through Friday, serving your favorite breakfast burritos to the Hacienda Burger. And when it comes to catering, they do it right with good hot food. They can put a meal together to fit your budget for any size party, big or small. Stop by Hacienda Snack Bar at 941 K Street in Brawley. Talk to Mario and let him cater your next event, or call 760-344-5542. That's 344-5542.
The Central Union High School District is offering a school bus driver training course to eligible applicants. The course consists of approximately 30 classroom hours and 25 plus hours of behind-the-wheel training. The district will assist potential drivers through the process and will hire eligible applicants who complete all of the necessary requirements and have obtained their bus driver certificate. There is no cost to enroll. Contact the Central Union High School District for more information. But John Driffill, what can you tell me about the Spartans starting lineup?
Well, they will start Damian Nelson at quarterback. Damian Rodriguez at quarterback. He's a junior, as is the majority of the starters on both sides of the football. We expect them to get the ball as much as they can to another junior, Charlie Sullivan. He has a lot of receptions, and he has a lot of ball carries as well. In the air, they like to try to find, if they can, Gavin Marini. Gavin Marini is leading the team with receptions and also with touchdowns, as he's found the end zone, particularly last week when they did play Point Loma. So that's on their offense. That's what they like to use to come at you. They also let Sergio Garcia, a freshman wideout, they try to use him to get the ball because he has a lot of speed. And one thing you'll notice, Carroll, is that they don't have Skylar Cook in the offense. And as a freshman, he actually was playing wideout just like Sergio Garcia. But Skylar Cook is leading the team with tackles. He will play exclusively on defense. At least he has so far this year, as will Angel Ortiz. Angel is a senior. He did play running back last year. He's also the starting shortstop and captain of the baseball team for the Spartans. He will start on defense as well. He has not played offense yet this year. Whether or not that's going to change as it gets cooler weather and it gets more into league games, more important games, we'll see. But Central has been able to move the football against their opponents. They've also been able to show some stiff defense at times. Point Loma in the second half, though, moved the ball well against them, still came up short.
Okay, John, we're getting ready for the kickoff. We'll be right back.
Imperial Valley College is welcoming students back on campus for the fall for an enhanced mix of in-person and online learning and student services. Enrollment is in full swing with classes already in session. Programs will feature an enhanced schedule of in-person labs and hands-on skills training with the option to continue taking a wide range of courses online. Students curious about degrees, available programs, and career paths can learn more by visiting imperial.edu and careered.org. Stan's Auto Body has been serving customers in the Imperial Valley for many years now. Their mission is to be recognized as a premier provider of auto body repair services. Stan's Auto Body also works closely with you and your insurance company on your collision repair. They're committed to delivering superior quality and customer service by exceeding your expectations. Stan's Auto Body thanks you for making them #1 with CarWise.com. Give them a call or stop by 1880 West Euclid Avenue in El Centro.
We're set for the kickoff. We are live on AM 1230 KXO El Centro, California, and on the KXO YouTube channel. The Aztecs will kick off. We're going right to left across your dial. A high kick that will be fielded at the 12-yard line, out to the 15 to the 20, cutting across field at the 25 to 30, out to the 32-yard line, Arturo Estrada. On the return, the Spartans will put it in play, 1st and 10. Damian Rodriguez, 6'1", 165-pound junior, will bring his team out. Across the front, as John mentioned, Jonah Huerta, Eli Osuna, Jace Ramirez, Brennan Havens, and Anthony Ramirez are the down linemen.
Arturo Estrada, Carroll, is a sophomore returning that kick.
Spread formation from the pistol. And flags fly. I think there's a delay of game. It's either that or motion. And let's get the call. Illegal procedure. 2 guys moving. So now that makes it 1st and 15. We're just underway. Outside in the bleachers, enjoying the balmy Palm Desert evening.
Which is better than being inside where there is no air conditioning.
Garcia wide on the right side. Double slot on the right side, the wide side of the field. Rodriguez puts Estrada in motion. Hands off, the single setback, and tripped up and dropped Charlie Sullivan. Sullivan will pick up maybe a yard, not much more.
Sullivan was going to be the original ball carrier on the play that was nullified because of the motion. So he gets it the first real time, was able to pick up a yard.
2nd and 5, no gain on the carry. Sullivan next to Rodriguez. Sullivan rolling to his left, looking, dumps it off, and it goes incomplete. Threw it between 2 receivers, and there was nobody there. The downfield was Gavin Marini and Charlie Sullivan, and Rodriguez just split the difference. Brings up 3rd and 5.
A lot of pressure on that last play, Carroll, as the Aztecs had come across the line and actually hit Rodriguez right as he's letting the ball go.
3rd and 15. My bad. Long count. Takes a snap, has some time, looks, fires deep downfield, and just out of the reach of Sergio Garcia. Garcia, a freshman.
And as a freshman, Carroll, he was slowing down. That's just human nature. You slow down to look for the football. If he would have continued his sprint, he'd already beaten the cornerback, and he would have been where the ball landed. But as I said, it's just one of those freshman mistakes that you look back to see the quarterback and just, for some reason, just human nature is you slow down a step.
Charlie Sullivan in to do the punting. Actually just drops back in deep punt formation, gets away a short, wobbly kick, and it'll bounce and go out of bounds right at the midfield stripe. It'll be Aztecs football, 1st and 10, as they take over on the midfield stripe.
The original Town Pump has relocated in Brawley at Brownies Diner, offering you the same great steaks and more. Open every day except Monday with patio dining, with breakfast and lunch served from 7:30 a.m. to 2 p.m., dinner from 4 p.m. to 8:30 p.m., and open Sunday 7:30 a.m. to 2 p.m. Now with indoor dining. For delicious home-style cooking at its best, now there's one location that has it all. Brownies Diner in Brawley.
Daniel Carter brings them out. I formation, hands off to the deep back, and right up the middle, rumbling through, and picking up about 4 yards. The ball carrier, Hanyi Joe.
His last name was pronounced Joe, just like the name Joe. Carroll, that time Skylar Cook blitzed in from his position, as he does often, and he leveled the quarterback, but unfortunately the quarterback didn't have the football.
It's a pickup of 4, 2nd and 6. Carter calling out the play, rearranging people, wide right, wide left, slot left, fire into the flat. It is complete and hit immediately after the catch and dropped for about a 2-yard gain.
Just a very safe pass out in the flat. Central covered that extremely well. Coming in to make the play for the Spartans was one of the few seniors on the starting lineup, Damian Nelson.
3rd and 4. Just across the 44-yard line. Carter, the senior. Play action, dumps it off into the flat, and it is juggled and dropped. Robert Bianco had it in his hands and started to run before he tucked it under his arm.
It looks like we're going to see the punt team come out here, as it is 4th and 4. They are on the Spartan side of the field. That was an excellent play by the quarterback. He did the read pass for either the run or to pass the option, and he pulled the ball back from the would-be ball carrier, and his man was wide open, just didn't complete the catch.
Clemmer back to punt. Gets it away under a big rush, and a fair catch called for at the 12-yard line. So it was Sergio Garcia with the fair catch. You make the fair catch when you've got the punt rush on, because there's nobody back there blocking for you.
And don't forget, Carroll, that's a freshman that they've entrusted to catch that football, and he was very sure-handed on that play.
He caught it the way you're supposed to do, cradled it in like catching it in a basket. Rodriguez, 1st and 10, spotted on the 12-yard line.
Marini in motion.
Hands off, first back through, and hit and drop. Charlie Sullivan will struggle out to the 15. University City leads Southwest 7-0. First quarter score. We have no score here. We've got about 9 minutes to play in the first quarter, just underway in Palm Desert. While we're here, John, we've got to go visit Louis at Guide Dogs of the Desert. Oh, that's right. He's not there anymore.
Where did they put Louis now?
He's working. Not as a guide dog, though. Snap back. Rodriguez looking, has some time, chased out of the pocket, dumps it off, incomplete. Kind of a little safety valve to Gavin Marini, and it goes incomplete. It'll bring up 3rd and 7. Louis, we mentioned this morning, Louis, a standard poodle guide dog from Guide Dogs of the Desert, doesn't want to be a guide dog, so he's helping out a psychiatrist who sees young patients and helping them with their therapy. 3rd and 7.
Yes, let's clarify. Louis is not the one under therapy. He's the one helping.
He could use some therapy. He's a standard poodle. He needs help.
Sullivan is the setback with the quarterback, Rodriguez.
Marini goes in motion. Looking back, fires downfield, and it is caught at the 20, the 25, across the 30, and out of bounds. And catch by Garcia, I believe. Sergio Garcia.
We've mentioned the freshman several times, and that was the first completion out of 4 attempts, but it did go for the first down here in the game, as the ball now is all the way out on the 26-yard line.
How about we give that to Elijah Perez?
Since he caught it, we will.
Okay, 1st and 10. Low snap, picking it up, dumping it off. It is complete to Sullivan. Sullivan picks up about 3 yards. As Rodriguez able to pick that up on the short hop and dump it off to Sullivan. 2nd and 7.
Now 2 for 5 on the early going is Rodriguez, the quarterback. That time it had some pressure, but dumped it off to the wide open Sullivan.
Marini goes in motion again. Rodriguez, this play is blown dead.
Yeah, I think our freshman here on the wideout, Sergio Garcia, took off down the field.
Hey.
But they're pointing to Palm Desert, and they're saying Palm Desert was offside, so that's why Garcia took off. They had a man in the neutral zone.
And in high school football, you can enter the neutral zone. You cannot leave the neutral zone without a flag being thrown. So that's a gain of 5 on the penalty. It'll be 2nd and 2.5. Just shy of the 35-yard line.
Sergio Garcia does exit, comes out, as this looks like a running play, as the Spartans are all in tight.
Rodriguez on the quarterback keeper will get it out to direct snap, on the Wildcat to Charlie Sullivan. Sullivan picks up about 2, just shy of a 1st down.
Yeah, not quite enough, so it's going to be 3rd down. But Centro showing something that we didn't see much of last year. That's the Wildcat, where they hike it straight to the running back. That time it was Charlie Sullivan. Did not seem to fool Palm Desert, as we're going to get a measurement, Carroll.
It's that close. I think it's about a half yard short, John. And it's a half yard short. Give me a white hat and a striped shirt. I'll call it, John.
Well, there is a shortage of officials down in the Valley. That's why some of the games like Raleigh had to play last night. Next week, Southwest Kofa game has been changed to Saturday. So they could use you, Carroll. They only had 4 officials last night for the JV football game up at Central against these same Aztecs.
3rd and about a half a yard. Same formation. Snap, and that is Sullivan, and this time Sullivan will get the surge, and I think he's got the 1st down before he is pushed back.
Again, it's going to be close. Palm Desert clapping their hands. He didn't need a lot, but Sullivan really kind of submarined his way in there, so I believe he did pick up the first down, and the referees agree with me this time.
Charlie Sullivan listed as 6'1", 185. He's a junior. That's a good size for a high school running back, John.
And he's only going to get better, as he got a lot of playing time last year as a sophomore.
And again, the Spartans shuffling personnel in and out, keeping some fresh legs. Rodriguez from the shotgun. Marini again in motion. They do that, and then he blocks. Play action, fires downfield, and it is in and out of the hands. Good strip by the Aztecs as the catch, it was in his hands, and Ruben Gutierrez just stripped his hands away from the ball. Sergio Garcia on a well-thrown ball, but a better cover play.
And that time Garcia did not slow down or hold up a step. He just sprinted, and the ball was right there.
2nd and 10. He's got a defender that can run with him. Ramirez moving people around. Takes the snap, hands off, and into the middle. And not much of a pickup there. The ball carrier.
Dominic Gomez, another senior. So Gomez with his first carry of the evening, picked up a yard. Very tough going, Carroll, in there against this Palm Desert Aztec defense. Their line is big and mobile.
3rd and 9. Dropping back to pass, Rodriguez chased out of the pocket and hit and sacked. 3 Aztecs on top of Rodriguez. And Damian goes down, and it'll bring up 4th and 14. Obviously a punting situation. The Palm Desert Aztecs wearing the red and black and gold. Good snap, nice kick. This one gets away well, and it's fielded back at the 30. Slips one tackle, cuts across field, breaks away from another tackle, takes it over the 50 to the 40 to the 30, and finally pushed out of bounds.
Yeah, this is coming back, Carroll, because we definitely had a clip right near the midfield.
Michael Fisher finally put him out of bounds, but you're right. As he reversed field, somebody pushed from the back.
Yeah, we'll see if they're going to call a block in the back, a crackback block, or clipping. The young man did not get his helmet in front of the player he was trying to block, so he just nailed him from the side. And you can't do that, so they should put the ball back. I would guess inside the 40, maybe even as far back as near the 35, but we'll let the referees figure it out as three of them are talking about it. So they're calling
block in the back.
Yeah, legal block in the back. So that's only 10 yards.
So the flag thrown at the 47-yard line in Spartan territory. So we'll move it back to about the, 43?
Now, one thing, Carroll, that usually happens when you have a return like that is the block is not necessary. The kid didn't need it, but in this case, he certainly did. He was not going to turn the corner. The player that was knocked down from behind did have the angle, and he was going to push him out of bounds right about midfield. So it did cost the Aztecs some yards as the ball's back on the 43.
1st and 10 Aztecs from their own 43. Carter hands off, and big hit. Kanye Joe will pick up of about 5 yards, running pretty much straight up there. And Imperial leads Cibola 3-0. It's University City 14 and Southwest nothing. Those are first quarter scores. Here in the first quarter, 4:40 to play, no score. Joe goes from one side to the other, takes the handoff, does a nice little move in the backfield and crosses the 50 to the 45 in Spartan territory. Nice slide step by Joe and picked up the first down.
Palm Desert's first down here of the game. He was able to take it all the way down to the 45-yard line for a pickup of 7. Central actually had him zeroed in, and as you said, that slide step just was able to get out of trouble. This Palm Desert line is much bigger than the Spartans, and they've been opening some pretty good holes down there.
Carter hands off and cutting it to the outside across the 30, down to the 25, and stopped at the 20 as Gavin Marini tried to bump him down, and he didn't bump down. It took somebody wrapping him up to get him down. So a big run by the Aztecs all the way down to the Spartan 20-yard line. Aztecs out of the huddle, ready to move.
That was a 25-yard pickup, biggest gain of the evening.
Wide on the right side, it's Cameron Thies. And the handoff in the backfield and losing the football, and I think the Aztecs were able to cover it.
It looked like
Dimitri Chester, the running back, dropped the football, and the Aztecs able to cover it.
yeah, both of the right tackle, right guard was able to fall on it. Unfortunately for the Aztecs, it was 4 yards behind where the man had gained, so it's only a pickup of 1, but that's much better than a turnover.
2nd and 9 from the 19. Aztecs threatening. Carter. Long snap count. Takes the snap, drops back, looks, fires, and caught, but he caught it while he was on his knees. So it's a completion down to the 15. No run after the catch because he was down.
That will bring up 3rd and about 5 on that catch. As again, the quarterback for these Aztecs, Carter, really has a quick release. He gets rid of that football.
And he throws a dart. 3rd and 5 from the 15. Handoff in the backfield, slipping one tackle. That's got to be Joe, and struggles forward. He'll be short of the first down, but 2nd and 3rd effort by Joe. Picks up 3. Initially hit in the backfield, as he has been several times, but he still gets positive yardage.
Now, Palm Desert does have an excellent kicker, but it looks like they're going to go for it here as they're inside the 15. This is well within their place kicker's range.
It is 4th and 2. I give it to Joe.
Or they can do one of those quick hitch passes. They've been very successful tonight.
I give it to Joe. He shakes one tackle, breaks another, struggles forward, and I think he's going to be just shy of the first down.
It's going to be close, Carroll. As once again, it looks like Palm Desert decided it short. They've sent the defense out. Once again, Joe should have been tackled 4 yards in the backfield, and he almost picked up the first down.
So the Aztecs turn it over on downs. The Spartans will put it in play. We have no score.
We all love an expert. We've got a roof expert, a plumber, a great mechanic. The list goes on. Imperial Valley Allstate agent Julie Oliver is your local insurance expert that knows the community. So whether it's protection for your car, home, boat, motorcycle, or more, Julie is here to help. Call your local Allstate agent Julie Oliver today at 760-353-5800. That's 353-5800. Julie says, please stay safe and healthy. You are in good hands. Subject to terms, conditions, and availability.
Okay, Rodriguez with a quick handoff, and it goes nowhere. No running room as the ball handed off to Charlie Sullivan, and the junior loses 2. So it is 2nd and 12. Spotted on the 10-yard line, the Spartans' own 10.
And that shows that Joe actually was tackled 2 yards shy of the first down.
Spartans with the football. Damian Rodriguez takes the snap, 1-step drop, fires, and it is complete, close to a first down, out to the 20. Let's see, I think he may be about 6 inches shy of the first down.
That was Elijah Perez on the reception, Carroll, so his second catch of the evening. As we have a stop in play now, so perhaps they want to measure this. I don't see anybody down on the field.
It is very close. We've got 45 seconds to play in the first quarter. There is no score, and they will spot it just across the 20. We'll call it the 21, just shy of a first down. It is 3rd and inches.
Let's see if Centro goes into that wildcat with the direct snap to Sullivan. That looks like what the formation they're in. They have not had much success with this.
So Sullivan from the Wildcat, and now Central takes timeout. We'll take timeout. 24 seconds to play in the first quarter. No score.
The CB Stop in Calexico is your one-stop location for ice-cold beer, wine, and your favorite beverages. They have a selection of sandwiches, chips, snacks, ice, and Flavor Lotto, including Powerball and Mega Super Lotto. You can even get fishing bait and a fishing license. The CB Stop has it all, along with a gas station with diesel and a car wash. Open 24 hours a day. The CB Stop, located in Calexico at the corner of Cole and Bowser Road.
Start the day off right by having breakfast at the Broken Yolk Café. Once again, voted best breakfast in Imperial Valley by you, our customer. Thank you. Now remember, Broken Yolk strives every day to bring you great service and great food, still preparing everything fresh daily. Open for breakfast and lunch 7 days a week from 7 a.m. till 2 p.m. Log on to Broken Yolk Café and join the club or order your meal online. Broken Yolk Café on North Imperial Avenue in El Centro.
And we're set to get underway. The Spartans able to discuss what it is they want to do on 3rd and inches.
Yeah, Coach Peña's noticed that they've run this Wildcat 3 times, and they've only picked up a total of 2 yards. So probably not going to be successful. Palm Desert obviously going to be looking for it. So they're back in the same formation. Let's see if they run some kind of counter off this.
Snap is back, and Sullivan will take it, and Sullivan will push the pile forward for the first down. Sullivan in the trenches, able to pick up the first down.
As with Joe, he was hit in the backfield, but unlike Joe, who sidestepped, Sullivan just bullied his way forward for the 3rd first down here in the first quarter for the Spartans.
1st and 10. We'll spot it on the 23-yard line, Spartan 23, and we may not get another playoff in the first quarter. We'll call it the end of the first quarter. Central nothing, Palm Desert nothing.
You are listening to high school football on AM 1230 KXO El Centro and on the World Wide Web at KXORadio.com.
Hacienda Snack Bar has been around for a long time, serving breakfast and lunch Monday through Friday, serving your favorite breakfast burritos to the Hacienda Burger. And when it comes to catering, they do it right with good hot food. They can put a meal together to fit your budget for any size party, big or small. Stop by Hacienda Snack Bar at 941 K Street in Brawley. Talk to Mario and let him cater your next event, or call 760-344-5542. That's 344-5542.
McNeece Mart is your one-stop convenience store with a drive-through car wash. And now McNeece Mart has upgraded their car wash. It's state-of-the-art with 3 different washes to choose from the $7 express wash to the $9 deluxe wash to the best of the best $12 premium wash. Also purchase 8 gallons of fuel and get $1 off your car wash. And get the punch card. Pay for 5 washes, get the 6th one free. Yes, McNeece Mart, your one-stop convenience store at the corner of Dogwood Road and East Main Street in El Centro.
It's high school football on AM 1230 KXO El Centro, California. No score here in Palm Desert. El Cajon Valley leads Vincent 6-0. That is a first quarter score. University City 21, Southwest nothing. Imperial 3, Cibola nothing. That's where we are right now. Spartans now going right to left across your dial. Rodriguez looks, pumps once, pumps again, brings it down, rolls out, fires, and it goes incomplete. It was intended for Sergio Garcia, but again, on a hot night in the desert, he was wearing a blanket for a defender.
Excellent defense by the Aztecs, but also very good at capability by the junior quarterback for the Spartans, Rodriguez, as he was able to get away from two would-be sackers. And then the only person he had a chance to get the ball to was right out in the flank, Rodriguez, and Garcia, he was well covered.
Wide right slot, double slot on the right side, the wide side of the field. Rodriguez drops back, looking, fires deep. Across the middle, it goes incomplete. Again, intended for Garcia. And, John, I have not been able to pick up the number of the guy that's defending him because he's all over Garcia, not legally all over him, and not giving Sergio Garcia a shot at the ball. And, again, that would be Ruben Gutierrez. So Gutierrez is the word Ruben Gutierrez. Does that translate from the Spanish to coat, as in coverage?
Yeah, he's done a great job. The only time he got beat was that first play.
Dumping it off in the flat, incomplete, intended for Marini, and it'll go incomplete. And that will bring up a fourth down with Sullivan dropping back to punt.
Damian Rodriguez so far on the evening is 3 for 10. His counterpart Carter is 2 for 3. So we can see which team is rushing the football and which team is throwing the football.
Aziel Rangel deep to receive along with Gutierrez. Nice snap, low kick, and it'll roll out of bounds as Todd Shaw made a good decision not to cover the football. So it'll be Aztecs football, 1st and 10.
Stan's Auto Body has been serving customers in the Imperial Valley for many years now. Their mission is to be recognized as a premier provider of auto body repair services. Stan's Auto Body also works closely with you and your insurance company on your collision repair. They're committed to delivering superior quality and customer service by exceeding your expectations. Stan's Auto Body thanks you for making them #1 with CarWise.com. Give them a call or stop by 1880 West Euclid Avenue in El Centro.
Carter back to pass, lofts it downfield, deep downfield, and nice coverage downfield by the Spartans, Damian Nelson. Nelson went up high and tipped it away. Nelson had a better shot at catching it than the receiver, John.
Yeah, it went right through his hands, and then the receiver had a chance to get it, but obviously he had his sight of vision interrupted by the interceptor putting his hands on the ball, so it fell harmlessly. But the good defense by the Spartans on that play.
Carter went deep. That's the first time we've seen him do that tonight. Handoff deep in the backfield and hit as he crosses the 40 out to the 43-yard line, pickup of about 5. And on the carry, Todd Shaw.
Yeah, they're going to mark him down on the 43, so that will bring up 3rd and 5.
Aztecs bring it out. Trips on the left side, the wide side, on a 3rd and 5. Handoff. No, it's a play action, dumped off in the flat, completed across the 45 to the 48, close to the midfield stripe. His forward progress will give him right by the midfield stripe, and that will be a 1st down.
7-yard pickup on the short pass and complete, which seems to be Palm Desert's forte. Skylar Cook on the tackle just wrapped him up and brought him down in the open field. Palm Desert was blocking downfield as that ball was being thrown, and it wasn't picked up by the officials.
1st and 10. And
we might get Central lined up offside. It looks like.
Yep, that's the point. And right there, had that play gone, that would have been a completed pass. I don't like that rule. The quarterback just kind of tosses it up in the air a little bit. It is forward. The man crossing does catch the ball, but they call it a completed pass. And that's not a pass.
Yeah, I would assume, though, I was wondering why, if he lined up in the neutral zone, you're not supposed to wait till the ball snaps to throw the flag.
It is 1st and 5 after the penalty.
Here in high school, that's encroachment, and that's not one of those things where you can jump across and come back. Now we got some motion on the Aztec side of the football field. But let's
delay of game is what
Yep, that's what the back judge is saying. And that's probably why they were moving, because they knew it was time to hike the football.
So now instead of 1st and 10, 1st and 5, it's back to 1st and 10.
First penalty of the evening for the Aztecs. As this officiating crew obviously is from Riverside County.
And hand off to the deep back, looking for some running room, finds some running room, and picks up 10. Annie Joe for an 11-yard pickup for the first down.
Fourth first down here in the first half for the Aztecs, as they have a nice little drive going. As they spot the ball on the 41.
That little toss in the front and tripped up as he tries to cut up field. And it'll be a pickup of about 3.
That is a pass, Carroll, because
I know.
Toss it forward.
I know. That's what I say. I don't like that. It is a pickup of 4, 2nd and 6. You can do that all day and have 100% completion.
Well, that is a lot of what happens now at the college NFL level. They have those short little pitches, and that's why those guys are completing 70% of their passes.
Carter pitches back and turning it upfield and running out of bounds is Hacienda Joe.
That's a pitch. A pitch is a run. The difference between a pitch and a pass, a pitch is underhand and a pass is more like a jet pass in basketball. Only 2 yards on that little
3rd and 4.
What used to be called a little pitch in the option.
Spot the ball just across the 35, close to the 34-yard line. And again, handoff deep and good blocking downfield and turning it upfield, cutting it back and down inside the 15 to about the 11-yard line. Hacienda Joe with a big run.
22 yards on that carry.
First down, spotted on the 13.
And this is the first scoring opportunity for either side tonight. As the Aztecs are rolling here with this drive, they picked up 3 first downs already. Let's see if Central's defense can stiffen up as they did on the previous series.
Carter hands off, and again, good blocking. The Aztecs are moving the defensive front of the Spartans 3, 4, 5 yards down the field and sustaining the blocks, John.
Yes, as we mentioned, they are bigger by quite a bit over the Central defense, not only weight size but also height size, and right now they are winning the line of scrimmage really on both sides of the football.
It is 2nd and 5 inside the 10. Joe steps inside. He's hit down to the 5 and then pushed back. He'll have progress to the 5. It'll bring up about 3rd and 2. We've got about 7 minutes to play in the first half. We have no score. At the half, we'll update scores from around the Valley. Some games last night, some games in progress right now. Joe with a handoff. He's hit, spins, and let's see where they give him progress. They'll stop him right on the 5, so he will be right at the first down marker. They're saying he's about a half a yard short, and yes, they're going to go for it. They're going to go for it in a hurry. Spartans not quite ready, and on the quarterback keeper, he's got the first down.
Skylar Cook came in. He saw that, but the quarterback was able to just take a quick snap and dive between the guard and the center. Picked up 1 yard. That's all he needed.
First and goal from the 4. I don't know what the system they use now, but under center, if the quarterback wants to keep it on a quarterback sneak, he'll tap the center on either his right cheek or left cheek.
And that's what we saw happen as we're having a timeout now.
Spartans take the timeout. 6:33 to play in the first half. There is no score.
Imperial Valley College is welcoming students back on campus for the fall for an enhanced mix of in-person and online learning and student services. Enrollment is in full swing with classes already in session. Programs will feature an enhanced schedule of in-person labs and hands-on skills training with the option to continue taking a wide range of courses online. Students curious about degrees, available programs, and career paths can learn more by visiting imperial.edu and careered.org.
The original Town Pump has relocated in Brawley at Brownies Diner, offering you the same great steaks and more. Open every day except Monday with patio dining, with breakfast and lunch served from 7:30 a.m. to 2 p.m., dinner from 4 p.m. to 8:30 p.m., and open Sunday 7:30 a.m. to 2 p.m. Now with indoor dining. For delicious home-style cooking at its best, now there's one location that has it all. Brownies Diner in Brawley.
High school football, we're live on AM 1230 KXO El Centro and on the KXO YouTube channel. First and goal for the Aztecs. Have it just inside the Spartan 5-yard line. I'd look for a lot of Hanya Joe down here, John.
Yeah, also play action. The Aztecs like to run.
And Hanya Joe takes it outside. Hanya Joe takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Aztecs.
First score of the evening here.
The Aztecs put together a good drive, move it downfield. And we will have a kick from placement. Robert Bianco will do the kicking.
We called his name already, too, on the offensive side as a receiver.
Snap back. Kick is up. Kick is good. No good. I'm sorry. No good. Off to the right. We've got 6:28 to play in the first half. It is Palm Desert 6, Central nothing.
We all love an expert. We've got a roof expert, a plumber, a great mechanic. The list goes on. Imperial Valley Allstate agent Julie Oliver is your local insurance expert that knows the community. So whether it's protection for your car, home, boat, motorcycle, or more, Julie is here to help. Call your local Allstate agent Julie Oliver today at 760-353-5800. That's 353-5800. Julie says, please stay safe and healthy. You are in good hands. Subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Start the day off right by having breakfast at the Broken Yolk Café. Once again, voted best breakfast in Imperial Valley by you, our customer. Thank you. Now remember, Broken Yolk strives every day to bring you great service and great food, still preparing everything fresh daily. Open for breakfast and lunch 7 days a week from 7 a.m. till 2 p.m. Log on to Broken Yolk Café and join the club or order your meal online. Broken Yolk Café on North Imperial Avenue in El Centro.
Well, deep to receive the kickoff, Sergio Garcia, Arturo Estrada. And the Aztecs are set. The officials say, let's play ball.
That is a freshman and sophomore back there, Carroll.
And
we'll have to have a re-kick.
Somebody was offsides.
And since the flag is on the Palm Desert 40, it's probably going to be against Palm Desert.
Yep. So they'll kick it from 5 yards deep. That was a short kick that went out of bounds anyway.
So we'll have a re-kick with the freshman and sophomore back waiting for it. The short men for the Spartans is Gavin Marini on one side, and I can't see who's over across the way on the other side.
We've got Garcia and Estrada, I believe, deep.
Right. And Marini's up, and there's another player up also.
I think it's Damian Nelson. And it'll be a very short kick and fielded and dropped. That was kind of in a middle zone, and Cesar Becerra covered it, and the Spartans will put it in play with their best starting field position of the night on their own 38-yard line.
And that was, Carroll, a pooch kick on purpose. You try to kick it out there behind the up men and way in front of the players that are not back all the way deep. And
you want to kick it to the guys that aren't used to handling a football.
And that young man will be coached the next time that comes, because the ball's high up in the air. He'll be coached to call a fair catch, which you can do.
And timeout on the field.
If you pointed to the Spartans, or is it something wrong with the clock?
I think it may be officials' timeout.
Yeah, he's wondered about the clock. I have noticed that the clock hasn't always been running when it should have been. So perhaps this time the officials saw it, that they're having trouble.
Maybe the heat got to them.
They usually, or without pointing fingers, that's operator error, but we'll see what's going on.
I don't know. Is it people lined up in the back of the end zone? Sometimes that's an issue.
Yeah, they're end zone. This is a track, so that means they're about 50 yards behind the back line, so it's not like they're going to interfere with any on-the-field play.
Back to pass, looking, stepping up in the pocket, rolling to his right, dumping it off, and caught, and picks up about 9 yards is Sergio Garcia. It'll be very close to a first down. Garcia, the freshman, with a catch.
Yeah. And they're going to give him 10 yards on that catch.
They're not going to give it to him, John. He did it himself.
That means the ball is on the 48-yard line.
Elijah Perez lined up on the far left.
Garcia has been targeted 8 times. That's his first reception.
Sullivan moves from the left to the right. Back to pass, looking, dumping it off. That little screen is complete to Sullivan. He gets a block downfield and along the sideline. And where did he go out of bounds? He's out of bounds at the 47-yard line in Aztec territory, so it's a pickup of 5. Screen set up well, and Sullivan got some blocks downfield and capitalized on it.
And, Carroll, I'm impressed with this junior quarterback for the Spartans. Damian Rodriguez has shown poise under a lot of pressure, and he got that ball off. Palm Desert, to their credit, their 2 linebackers were right where they needed to be.
Rodriguez again back to pass, looking, fires. It's complete, and spinning down and holding onto the football as the Aztecs tried to strip it. Elijah Perez with the catch, and Perez gets the first down. Perez, he's a senior. Not many of them out there in the field for the Spartans.
And his 3rd reception of the evening, and very sure-handed, and I know you like the way he wrapped his whole forearms and everything else around that football, so he wasn't going to give it up.
Well, the Aztecs tried to strip it from him, and he wouldn't let them. Garcia picks it up on a bounce and then is sacked. As went through his fingers, it bounced, he picked it up, and he'll lose 9 yards. It'll bring up a 2nd and 19. 9. Okay, let's make it more like 12. It'll be 2nd and 22.
Second big sack of the evening for the Aztecs, as Central has not had a lot of success running the football, so they will probably end up with negative yards at halftime unless they can break a big run here.
So far, they haven't shown the ability to do that, John, though their passing game will open up the running game. Rolling to his right, looking downfield, firing downfield, and on a bounce. Short hops don't count. Maybe if you're playing shortstop, but not as a wide receiver. It'll go incomplete, bring up 3rd and 22.
The leading receiver for the Spartans coming into this game was Gavin Marini, as we do have a penalty, and the flag is holding against the Spartans. We'll see if they're going to take that, make it 2nd and even longer, or it'll bring up 3rd and long.
Discussing it with the coach.
I'm guessing they're going to take the play to make it 3rd down, as they've still... Yeah, they haven't put the ball on now. Okay, I see why he put it where he did. Now they're marching it off. That's where the foul occurred. So this will bring it all the way back to the 44-yard line in Spartan territory.
But it's still 2nd down and 10, 20, 30, about 32, 33 yards. Coach, what do you do? 2nd and 33. What play are you going to come up with here?
That was a 13-yard penalty on the hold.
Yeah, I think a draw would be in order.
Sullivan is out, and we have Joel Garcia, Gonzalez Valdez, and he has the football, and he's tackled.
It is Rodriguez. Rodriguez gets sacked, so it'll bring up 3rd and, 3rd and about 38. Spot the ball on the 39-yard line of the Spartans. 3rd and 38. What am I going to do? I'm going to look downfield.
Yeah, these sacks are really going to detract from Central's offensive stats here in the first half as they count.
Looking, steps up, shakes one would-be tackler, dumps it off. It is complete at the 40, the 35, down to the 32-yard line. Very close to a first down, but he'll be 2 yards short as Garcia, the freshman, needed 37. He got 35. It'll bring up 4th and 2, a very makeable 4th and 2 when you consider where they were just one play ago.
And you see why they are trying to get the ball to Garcia, as he has lightning speed. Once he caught that ball, he ran another 15, 20 yards before they could bring him down.
4th and 2. They spotted it right on the 25-yard line.
And it looks like the Wildcat again, Carroll, as now we have timeout, Palm Desert.
Palm Desert takes a timeout. It is 4th and 2. Spartans on the Aztec 25. The Aztecs lead 6-0.
The CB Stop in Calexico is your one-stop location for ice-cold beer, wine, and your favorite beverages. They have a selection of sandwiches, chips, snacks, ice, and Flavor Lotto, including Powerball and Mega Super Lotto. You can even get fishing bait and a fishing license. The CB Stop has it all, along with a gas station with diesel and a car wash. Open 24 hours a day. The CB Stop, located in Calexico at the corner of Cole and Bowker Road.
Hacienda Snack Bar has been around for a long time, serving breakfast and lunch Monday through Friday, serving your favorite breakfast burritos to the Hacienda burger. And when it comes to catering, they do it right with good hot food. They can put a meal together to fit your budget for any size party, big or small. Stop by Hacienda Snack Bar at 941 K Street in Brawley. Talk to Mario and let him cater your next event, or call 760-344-5542. That's 344-5542.
Your favorite NFL team plays on Imperial Valley's AM 1230, KXO El Centro.
And 4th and 2 after that big 35-plus yard gain. And Let's see if the Spartans stay in the Wildcat. They've got a full house in the backfield.
Skylar Cook is one of them.
And it is Sullivan. Sullivan, nothing in the middle, takes it to the outside, bounces across the 15, the 10, 5, touchdown.
Yeah, Skylar Cook is the one that threw the block that it sprung him. They put Skylar Cook as one of the upbacks in that full house backfield, and he leveled the defensive end and just absolutely destroyed him.
So nothing in the middle for Charlie Sullivan, so he bounces it outside and takes it 25 yards for the score.
Obviously, Central's biggest run of the evening.
It'll be Miles Rodriguez to try the point after. Snap back, kick up, and the kick is good. 2:35 to play in the first half. It is Central 7 and Palm Desert 6.
McNeece Mart is your one-stop convenience store with a drive-through car wash. And now McNeece Mart has upgraded their car wash. It's state-of-the-art with 3 different washes to choose from the $7 express wash to the $9 deluxe wash to the best of the best $12 premium wash. Also, purchase 8 gallons of fuel and get $1 off your car wash. And get the punch card. Pay for 5 washes, get the 6th one free. Yes, McNeece Mart, your one-stop convenience store at the corner of Dogwood Road and East Main Street in El Centro. We all love an expert. We've got a roof expert, a plumber, a great mechanic. The list goes on. Imperial Valley Allstate agent Julie Oliver is your local insurance expert that knows the community. So whether it's protection for your car, home, boat, motorcycle, or more, Julie is here to help. Call your local Allstate agent Julie Oliver today at 760-353-5800. That's 353-5800. Julie says, please stay safe and healthy. You are in good hands. Subject to terms, conditions, and availability.
7-6. Central Spartans score and take the lead over the Palm Desert Aztecs. Miles Rodriguez to do the kickoff. Nice kick. It'll bounce at the 15, picked up there by Joe, out to the 20, 25, across the 30, 35, out to about the 38-yard line. And he's hit high and hit low and dropped flat on his back.
And he's still down, Carroll. He took a shot as he was full head of steam, his direction running uphill, and he was leveled.
And I vaguely recall returning the opening kickoff of my senior year, the first kickoff of the game, first game of the senior year. I got hit like that and don't remember anything else from the rest of that night, John. I saw the films the next day and just, okay. 1st and 10, Aztecs. Daniel Carter brings him out. Has some time, fires downfield, and it is caught and then hit and dropped on the hit.
Skylar Cook on the hit, Carroll. That's the second big play in 2 straight plays. Nothing dirty. The up man for the Spartans went for the interception, didn't make it. The Palm Desert man caught it, and then Skylar Cook just absolutely shivered him with the forearm right on the football. Now, the officials are saying incomplete. The Spartans,
it was incomplete.
Right, but I think one of the officials was wondering, is that one of those hitting the defenseless player? But they need to not let the Aztecs hike the football until they let the Spartans get back to the line of scrimmage.
I think they were debating whether it was a catch and a fumble or an incomplete. Back to pass again, dumping it off and dropped. In and out of the hands of the receiver, and again, he started to run before he had the ball. Todd Shaw.
Palm Desert has not had any kind of stress or pressure so far in this game until this moment right here, trailing for the first time. They were controlling the line of scrimmage, pretty much doing whatever they wanted. And now, since they find themselves trailing, perhaps it's a little tougher going for them.
3rd and 10. Carter puts Joe in motion, floods the right side of the field, dumps it off underneath. And it's a catch, but he caught it on his knees. And that was Joe coming underneath the coverage. They flood the right side. 3 go deep. Joe comes in under the coverage, makes the catch, but it's a 3-yard gain. It'll be 4th and 7. The Aztecs to punt.
I am not sure if the Aztecs have any kind of fake punt in their arsenal. They will get the second half kickoff. So that's another reason why they're probably punting here.
Elijah Perez deep to receive and let it bounce and get away from it. There you go.
Yeah, Palm Desert saying it hit one of the Spartan players. Now the referees are going to converge, and they said no, it did not. That's one of those kicks, Carroll, that's so short that the Spartans are retreating, getting ready to set up blocks, and the ball actually bounced right in the middle of all the would-be blockers, and it just barely escaped one of the Spartans down there, and it's a bounce backwards. So giving the Spartans good field position. They only have 1 timeout remaining.
1:28 to play in the first half. Central leads 7-6 over the Palm Desert Aztecs. First time in 20 years we've called an Aztecs game.
Sullivan back with Rodriguez.
Rodriguez drops back, chased out of the pocket, loses the football, and it's covered by... No, he didn't get it. Who's got it?
Yeah, the Central Spartan player tried, Carroll, to pick it up and run, and then he got hit. So the first turnover of the game goes against the Spartans.
You don't try and pick it up and run, you cover it.
So that's unfortunate because that's going to put Palm Desert right now they're in field goal range, so they could take the lead here with 1:17 to go, and they do have 2 timeouts remaining.
1st and 10 Aztecs. They have the ball on the Spartan 17-yard line. Carter has Hanya Joe in the backfield with him. Carter back to pass, looking deep, fires underneath, and it is in and out of the hands of the receiver. Carter should have 5 completions that receivers have dropped.
That was
hit him in a bad spot.
Perfectly thrown pass, but these Spartans have been hitting the receivers, Carroll, so I think that time the player didn't take his eye off to run upfield. He took his eye off to see where Skylar Cook and the other Spartans were.
2nd and 10, 1:10. Joe with the handoff, and Joe crosses the 15 down to about the 13-yard line.
As Palm Desert exercises their second timeout here.
We'll take the timeout. A minute to play in the first half. Central 7, Palm Desert 6.
You are listening to high school football on AM 1230 KXO El Centro and on the World Wide Web at KXORadio.com.
Stan's Auto Body has been serving customers in the Imperial Valley for many years now. Their mission is to be recognized as a premier provider of auto body repair services. Stan's Auto Body also works closely with you and your insurance company on your collision repair. They're committed to delivering superior quality and customer service by exceeding your expectations. Stan's Auto Body thanks you for making them #1 with CarWise.com. Give them a call or stop by 1880 West Euclid Avenue in El Centro. Imperial Valley College is welcoming students back on campus through the fall for an enhanced mix of in-person and online learning and student services. Enrollment is in full swing with classes already in session. Programs will feature an enhanced schedule of in-person labs and hands-on skills training with the option to continue taking a wide range of courses online. Students curious about degrees, available programs, and career paths can learn more by visiting imperial.edu and careered.org.
Carter fires and again dropped by the receiver. He was open in the flat, would have had the first down, and had he been able to turn it upfield, would have had the points, but it goes incomplete. Carter is on target, and he's throwing BBs. They are...
Looks like, Carroll, they're going to bring out the point-after team, which is your field goal team as well, and they're going to try a 30-yard field goal here, well within the range of their kicker, as now Central needs to get their field goal prevent team on the field.
But remember, he missed the extra point, John.
And now we've got a timeout, but I'm not. Yeah, Central's taking their third and final timeout to make sure they have everybody on the field.
Timeout with 55 seconds in the first half. Central 7, Palm Desert 6.
McNeece Mart is your one-stop convenience store with a drive-through car wash. And now McNeece Mart has upgraded their car wash. It's state-of-the-art with 3 different washes to choose from the $7 express wash to the $9 deluxe wash to the best of the best $12 premium wash. Also, purchase 8 gallons of fuel and get $1 off your car wash. And get the punch card. Pay for 5 washes, get the 6th one free. That's McNeece Mart, your one-stop convenience store at the corner of Dogwood Road and East Main Street in El Centro.
The original Town Pump has relocated in Brawley at Brownies Diner, offering you the same great steaks and more. Open every day except Monday with patio dining, with breakfast and lunch served from 7:30 a.m. to 2 p.m., dinner from 4 p.m. to 8:30 p.m., and open Sunday 7:30 a.m. to 2 p.m. Now with indoor dining. For delicious home-style cooking at its best, now there's one location that has it all. Brownies Diner in Brawley.
Well, the Aztecs coach out on the field talking to the officials about something, and maybe, I don't know, no indication.
I don't know what he could be talking about, other than maybe he thought that was Central's 4th timeout. 31-yard attempt, Carroll.
The Spartans jump.
Let's see, though, if somebody moved first. Aztecs are saying no. We'll see what the officials say.
The officials say the Spartans jumped. That'll bring up a 4th and 2 as they march 5 off.
And now Palm Desert's going to bring out their regular offense.
With 55 seconds to play in the first half, a 4th and 2.
Costly penalty. Let's see if they get up and do that same take it off the tee quarterback sneak. And now we have Palm Desert taking, well, no, we've got the stop and play. Central cannot take a timeout. The referee has stopped the play, but I'm not sure why. As he's conferring now with the other side judge.
They're making dinner plans. Is it going to be Applebee's or Chili's? Deciding.
Yeah, I really don't know what this is.
Okay, now we've got a third opinion. It'll be Jack in the Box.
Yes.
Count on it.
Third referee just came in to give his, and now the other two standing on the side kind of feel left out. But they'll get the text. So here we go. Back to the play. Now Central did stop Palm Desert previously in the first quarter.
4th and 1, basically. Carter. From the shotgun, Carter hands off to Joe. Joe's got the first down across the 5. Joe into the end zone. Touchdown, Palm Desert. Tanya Joe takes it in.
Their second touchdown of the evening. So instead of 3, the offside by Central allows Palm Desert to get 6.
So the Aztecs retake the lead. And they will try kick from placement. Almost surprised they're not going for 2, but
Central that time just read the play wrong. They had everybody coming in on the right side of the line, and Palm Desert ran to their left side. So Joe just had a free passage right into the end zone.
Snap back, kick is up, and the kick is good. 49 seconds to play in the first half. Palm Desert 13, Central 7.
CB South in Calexico is your one-stop location for ice cold beer, wine, and your favorite beverages. They have a selection of sandwiches, chips, snacks, ice, and play the lotto, including Powerball and Mega Super Lotto. You can even get fishing bait and a fishing license. The CB Stop has it all, along with a gas station with diesel and a car wash. Open 24 hours a day. The CB Stop, located in Calexico at the corner of Cole and Bowser Road.
Start the day off right by having breakfast at the Broken Yolk Café. Once again, voted best breakfast in Imperial Valley by you, our customer. Thank you. Now remember, Broken Yolk strives every day to bring you great service and great food, still preparing everything fresh daily. Open for breakfast and lunch 7 days a week from 7 a.m. till 2 p.m. Log on to Broken Yolk Café and join the club or order your meal online. Broken Yolk Café on North Imperial Avenue in El Centro.
Well, the Aztecs, aided by a Spartan mistake. There's the fair catch. And good call by Elijah Perez, one of the up guys. So the Spartans will put it in play, 1st and 10. And the ball spotted on the 28-yard line of the Spartans.
And again, Carroll, that'll be a coaching point this week. The first one you should have called. This one, Elijah actually had some room, so he could have taken it and probably got at least another 10 yards upfield.
Trips on the right side. Low snap, picks it up, dumps it off, and short hop, incomplete. Intended for Elijah Perez.
Does stop the clock with 45 seconds remaining on the quick snap and pitch.
So 2 Spartan mistakes cost them 7 points.
Central.
The lost fumble and then the encroachment.
Which looked like the Spartans could have recovered if the player would have fallen on it, but he tried to pick it up and do a little bit too much.
And the handoff up the middle, turning is Sullivan, and Sullivan will spin out across the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Clock continues to run. The Spartans cannot stop it, but the Aztecs do.
Third and final timeout by the Aztecs.
32 seconds to play in the first half. It is Palm Desert 13, Central 7. The Central Union High School District is offering a school bus driver training course to eligible applicants. The course consists of approximately 30 classroom hours and 25 plus hours of behind-the-wheel training. The district will assist potential drivers through the process and will hire eligible applicants who complete all of the necessary requirements and have obtained their bus driver certificate. There is no cost to enroll. Contact the Central Union High School District for more information. And the Spartans come out 3rd and 6. I think we may see the ball in the air. No, we don't so much. And it is Sullivan right up the middle, picks up 2.
That could be the final play here of the first half, Carroll, as neither team can take a timeout. Palm Desert would like to, but they don't have a timeout, so that will end the first half.
At the end of one half of play, our score, Palm Desert 13, the Central Spartans 7.
Stan's Auto Body has been serving customers in the Imperial Valley for many years now. Their mission is to be recognized as a premier provider of auto body repair services. Stan's Auto Body also works closely with you and your insurance company on your collision repair. They're committed to delivering superior quality and customer service by exceeding your expectations. Stan's Auto Body thanks you for making them #1 with CarWise.com. Give them a call or stop by 1880 West Euclid Avenue in El Centro. Imperial Valley College is welcoming students back on campus for the fall for an enhanced mix of in-person and online learning and student services. Enrollment is in full swing with classes already in session. Programs will feature an enhanced schedule of in-person labs and hands-on skills training with the option to continue taking a wide range of courses online. Students curious about degrees, available programs, and career paths can learn more by visiting imperial.edu and careered.org.
We're at the half. The Central Spartans trail the Palm Desert Aztecs 13-7. And with us at the half is Central Athletic Director Josh Wise. First off, welcome to the KXO broadcast booth, the luxurious broadcast booth here at Palm Desert. And we've had a pretty good first half, haven't we?
Yeah, we have a tough game going on right now. A lot of good run plays established by both teams, and Central's down right now, but looking forward to them coming back strong.
Okay, let's go back 20 years. The last time these two teams played, that's before you were born, it was Palm Desert 61, Central nothing.
Wow.
Okay, and Josh, as you may recall, back in the day, southern section, Central, Brawley, pre-Southwest even, Calexico, it was Indio and Coachella and the Valle teams, and then along comes Palm Desert, La Quinta, Cathedral City, and all those others. The Valley schools go with the San Diego section, and what had been generational rivalries just kind of fell apart. This is a good matchup between these two schools.
Yeah, we have a 1-year contract with Palm Desert, but the way these guys are playing right now, we have a young team. I'd love to get them coming down to Central next year and a second year on the contract. Let's make that happen. I would love to make that happen.
Well, it's, let's see what happens.
Yeah,
I always get through, I always enjoy the Palm Desert games. I'm an Aztec. Okay, San Diego State. What can I say? I see the red and black and the Aztecs, and takes me back, to the college days. But there is more than football going on these days. What other sports activities are taking place?
The next major sport we have going on is girls volleyball right now. They're currently in San Diego right now in a tournament. We got the late opportunity to join the tournament. So they're out there representing, trying to get better. We also have girls golf going. We have co-ed cross country going. And
okay, who are the coaches? Let's give the coaches some props here.
Absolutely. So let's start with volleyball. We have two brand new coaches. Head coach Christina Bird, that is Kevin Bird's daughter, former Central football coach, and Ivana Lopez, she former varsity head coach at Calexico, stepped down, and now she's helping out Miss Bird, and they're doing a great job. They're rallying the girls.
Okay, in the Bird family, that's a legacy. Of course, her grandfather, Coach Gady, coached kids, younger kids, for years and still does, primarily running, track, and cross country. And, of course, her dad, Kevin. And if I remember, Kevin's father was a coach as well. So it's in the blood. I didn't mean to interrupt you, but there's a good bloodline there.
We have two passionate coaches, and I see it in her. I see that little bit of fire. And I don't think these girls know it yet, but her father was a heck of a coach. I mean, when I was playing at Brawley High, it was Kevin Bird on the other sideline, and that guy. Now I get to work with him in the PE department, so I mean, I know he's brought her up in a fashion where she's strict, she's stern, and she works hard.
Discipline. You see the fire, and back in the day, Kevin looked an awful lot like this John Cruden guy.
Absolutely. He got that little evil grin going, little chuckle.
Okay, you mentioned some running going on too? Cross country?
We do have cross country. So we have Pete Salcedo and Deanne Gowdy. They're running the troops. We've got a lot of runners. They're actually having the first cross country meet tomorrow at Sunbeam. So hoping they do a great job out there and represent Central to the max.
Okay, in golf?
Girls golf, we have Travis Fusey. We have a lot of girls out there, but unfortunately, you only have 6 girls that could go and compete. But we have about 18 to 20 girls out there practicing. So I picked up the habit of golf. So I was out there the other day helping practice, trying to teach them what I know, and excited for those girls.
I will let you know what I tell. I don't play golf, but if you want to score the best round of golf you've ever played, hire me as your caddy. I cheat when I keep score. Okay? You guaranteed you'll have the best round you ever shot. We can do that. So coming up, we've got a game with Del Valle from El Paso, right?
Yeah, that's about a way, 3 weeks away from now. That's going to be a home game. That's going to be exciting. It's going to be exciting. We have some cool things planned for both teams, team feed for both. They're going to have multiple team feeds, but to have that California-Texas football game here in the Imperial Valley, I think I'm hoping for a great showing, full capacity, and big plays.
Texas football, Texas high school football, Texas Pop Warner football. I mean, that's a religion in that state.
Yep.
So it should be good. Anything we missed?
We have girls tennis. That's the only thing we missed as far as, but another sport we have going on, and head coach is Dan Williams, and that guy's out there every day. Still, he does a great job. That guy, he, I don't even have to check on him. I know he's doing a great job. And, Dan, and this is my second year at Central, but very fortunate to be able to start working with all these coaches and helping support them, and they support me, and just that having that communication together to try to make sure that we succeed.
Okay, that's a core of coaches that you can count on.
Absolutely, a lot of experience.
Okay, Josh, we appreciate it. Any predictions for the second half? We got to find a running game, Josh.
Yeah, we do. We started, we show signs of running the ball good. Definitely thought there was a questionable call when it was fourth down and short. They didn't they didn't measure it. I thought it was really short. Anywho, our boys came back and scored on the same drive. Unfortunately, they fumbled right here, but you're right. If you establish that run, the pass opens up. But, we got some shifty receivers. They can wiggle, and then they can break the big one. So either way, looking just a play-by-play, drive down the field, score, and, it doesn't matter if you win by 1 point. A win's a win, and we want to just get out of here with a win.
Okay, Josh, we appreciate the visit, and good luck for the rest of the season.
Thanks, Kevin.
Not just in football.
Thank you.
We're at the half. It is Palm Desert 13, Central 7.
We all love an expert. We've got a roof expert, a plumber, a great mechanic. The list goes on. Imperial Valley Allstate agent Julie Oliver is your local insurance expert that knows the community. So whether it's protection for your car, home, boat, motorcycle, or more, Julie is here to help. Call your local Allstate agent Julie Oliver today at 760-353-5800. That's 353-5800. Julie says, please stay safe and healthy. You are in good hands. Subject to terms and conditions.
Your favorite NFL team plays on Imperial Valley's AM 1230, KXO Centro.
The original Town Pump has relocated in Brawley at Brownies Diner, offering you the same great steaks and more. Open every day except Monday with patio dining, with breakfast and lunch served from 7:30 a.m. to 2 p.m., dinner from 4 p.m. to 8:30 p.m., and open Sundays 7:30 a.m. to 2 p.m. Now with indoor dining. For delicious home-style cooking at its best, now there's one location that has it all. Brownies Diner in Brawley.
Let's update some scores around the valley right now. It is Imperial leading Cibola 24-6. University City over Southwest 47-0 at the half. It's Vincent Memorial 7, El Cajon Valley 6. We saw Calapat was leading, and I can't find that score. We'll see if we can get that for you. Calexico 23, Calapat nothing. That was the first quarter score. We've got some halftime stats coming up on AM 1230 KXO El Centro.
Start the day off right by having breakfast at the Broken Yolk Café. Once again, voted best breakfast in Imperial Valley by you, our customer. Thank you. Now remember, Broken Yolk strives every day to bring you great service and great food, still preparing everything fresh daily. Open for breakfast and lunch 7 days a week from 7 a.m. till 2 p.m. Log on to Broken Yolk Café and join the club or order your meal online. Broken Yolk Café on North Imperial Avenue in El Centro.
The Central Union High School District is offering a school bus driver training course to eligible applicants. The course consists of approximately 30 classroom hours and 25 plus hours of behind-the-wheel training. The district will assist potential drivers through the process and will hire eligible applicants who complete all of the necessary requirements and have obtained their bus driver certificate. There is no cost to enroll. Contact the Central Union High School District for more information. John Driffill, what do you have for numbers?
Well, the stats show what would have been a 1-point game, except for the biggest stat, which was that fumble right at the end of the first half that led to 7 Palm Desert points. Palm Desert ran the ball 18 times from scrimmage for 111 yards, the majority of those by Joe. 5 for 11 in the first half was the quarterback for the Palm Desert Aztecs, Carter, but there was at least 5 drops, so you can make that 10 for 11 if his receivers can catch the ball. And if they do the second half, then it's going to make it very difficult for Central to come back. The 5 receptions only went for 20 yards, as the passes are not downfield, obviously. That gave Palm Desert 131 total yards, 7 first downs. Just as important as all of that, no fumbles, no interceptions. We'll be back with more after this.
The original Town Pump has relocated in Brawley at Brownies Diner, offering you the same great steaks and more. Open every day except Monday with patio dining, with breakfast and lunch served from 7:30 a.m. to 2 p.m., dinner from 4 p.m. to 8:30 p.m., and open Sunday 7:30 a.m. to 2 p.m. Now with indoor dining. For delicious home-style cooking at its best, now there's one location that has it all. Brownies Diner in Brawley.
Stan's Auto Body has been serving customers in the Imperial Valley for many years now. Their mission is to be recognized as a premier provider of auto body repair services. Stan's Auto Body also works closely with you and your insurance company on your collision repair. They're committed to delivering superior quality and customer service by exceeding your expectations. Stan's Auto Body thanks you for making them #1 with CarWise.com. Give them a call or stop by 1880 West Euclid Avenue in El Centro.
Welcome back to Palm Desert. We're at the half. The Central Spartans are trailing the Palm Desert Aztecs 13-7. We mentioned that Palm Desert's rushed for 111 yards. Central is 13 for only 22 yards, but that's because their quarterback has been sacked for -19. Palm Desert 5 for 11 for 20 yards. On the other side of the football, for the Spartans, Damian Rodriguez 7 for 16 for 91 yards, giving Central 131 yards compared to Palm Desert's 131, Central 113. 6 first downs to Palm Desert 7, but the biggest stat of the first half was that one fumble that led to the decisive touchdown that gave the Aztecs a 6-point lead. Individually, only 3 ball carriers rushing the football tonight. As you would expect, Charlie Sullivan has 9 carries, 40 yards, and a touchdown. Also running the football one time from the line of scrimmage for the Central Spartans was Dominique Gomez, the senior, and he picked up 1 yard. And the quarterback, Rodriguez, was sacked 3 times for -19, so that's where the plus 22 yards come in. The 25-yard touchdown run by Sullivan, the big difference there. The 7 receptions among 3 receivers. First, that same Charlie Sullivan had 2 catches for 9 yards. Sergio Garcia, the super freshman, had 2 catches for 47 yards. And Elijah Perez, another senior, had 3 catches for 35 yards. So Central outrushed 111-22, but they outstat the Aztecs in passing 91-20, giving them 113 total yards to 131. And one thing that we also did not mention, Central did not sack the quarterback Carter for the Aztecs, while they suffered 3 on their own, which obviously was a big deciding factor in the only 22 rushing yards.
Two of those sacks, John, were on not necessarily a bad snap, but a mishandled snap that created the sack.
We'll be back with more after this.
Imperial Valley College is welcoming students back on campus for the fall for an enhanced mix of in-person and online learning and student services. Enrollment is in full swing with classes already in session. Programs will feature an enhanced schedule of in-person labs and hands-on skills training with the option to continue taking a wide range of courses online. Students curious about degrees, available programs, and career paths can learn more by visiting imperial.edu and careered.org.
Hacienda Snack Bar has been around for a long time, serving breakfast and lunch Monday through Friday, serving your favorite breakfast burritos to the Hacienda burger. And when it comes to catering, they do it right with good hot food. They can put a meal together to fit your budget for any size party, big or small. Stop by Hacienda Snack Bar at 941 K Street in Brawley. Talk to Mario and let him cater your next event, or call 760-344-5542. That's 344-5542.
We all love an expert. We've got a roof expert, a plumber, a great mechanic, the list goes on. Imperial Valley Allstate agent Julie Oliver is your local insurance expert that knows the community. So whether it's protection for your car, home, boat, motorcycle, or more, Julie is here to help. Call your local Allstate agent Julie Oliver today at 760-353-5800. That's 353-5800. Julie says, please stay safe and healthy. You are in good hands. Subject to terms, conditions, and availability. McNeece Mart is your one-stop convenience store with a drive-through car wash. And now McNeece Mart has upgraded their car wash. It's state-of-the-art with 3 different washes to choose from the $7 Express wash to the $9 Deluxe wash to the best of the best $12 Premium wash. Also, purchase 8 gallons of fuel and get $1 off your car wash. And get the punch card. Pay for 5 washes, get the 6th one free. Yes, McNeece Mart, your one-stop convenience store at the corner of Dogwood Road and East Main Street in El Centro.
We are getting ready for the second half kickoff. The Spartans will kick off to the Aztecs. And the Spartans, well, as we said, and AD Josh Wise says, the Spartans going to have to find a running game.
Yeah, they had the one big play by Sullivan that went for the 25 yards. And, Carroll, I have to give you props. You remembered we're up here in Palm Desert, which they are Southern Section. That's LA Southern Section. They don't have a 12-minute and then 3. They have a 12-minute halftime. So it's the San Diego section that puts the 3 extra minutes on the clock. And I had totally forgotten that.
And there's the kickoff, and it's fielded at the 20 to the 25, gets a wall, cuts it out across the 30, the 35, down to the 40. As the Aztecs, again, with another good return, that return by Todd Shaw.
The kickoff did not cover, didn't seem to sail for whatever reason. I don't see any wind. The flag is limp, but that kickoff just kind of died, and the receiver was able to get a full head of steam up as he took off on the run and brought it all the way out to the 40-yard line.
1st and 10, Aztecs from their own 40-yard line. Excellent field position to start the drive. Back to pass. Carter sidearms it. It is caught. And it's caught at the 42-yard line in Spartan territory. Carter and the Aztecs figure, hey, we can pass on this team.
The trouble in the first half was they weren't hanging on to the football, but that was a perfect slide catch by the receiver, so perhaps there was a little bit of encouragement during halftime.
Encouragement, catch the ball or else. 1st and 10. Carter puts a man in motion, drops back to pass, unleashes it downfield, and it goes incomplete. Thrown a little bit too deep for McKinley.
Excellent coverage by the Central Spartans back there in the secondary, and that was that same young man that had 1 carry in the first half from offense, Dominic Gomez. Carroll, they put a man in motion, and he breaks upfield right at the snap, and sometimes it almost looks like he's going upfield before the ball snapped. We'll see if that turns out to be a factor here.
Carter, he pitches it off in the flat after a play-action play, and now a flag comes in. I believe we're going to have roughing the passer.
That's the tough one for the Spartans because it was a fake run, and that's the call. So that's going to give Palm Desert another first down. He faked the run, and the on-rushers kept coming, and then he stepped and threw the ball in the flat, received the hit, and the referees deemed that it was a little bit late.
So that'll cost them 15.
The pass
negate the pass.
The pass itself only went for 4 yards, but now as the Aztecs are moving here, they're all the way down inside the 30-yard line, spotted on the 22.
1st and 10, Aztecs on the Spartan 22. Hand off first back through. He's got some room, and then he is upended. Nice open field tackle there by Angel Ortiz. Ortiz lined up on his belt, grabbed him around the knees, and dropped him. pickup of 4. It is 2nd and 6, same play. And it's pickup of about 6. That should be a first down.
Yeah, that time it was Joe on the run. And Palm Desert's in the hurry-up, Carroll. They're right back up on the line of scrimmage.
Keep the Spartans on their heels. Joe, dump it off in the flat after the play action. Pass is completed, and it'll be a pickup of about 2. That's it.
Skylar Cook on the big hit as Palm Desert once again right up on the line of scrimmage.
Ruben Gutierrez, Tyrese McNeely, the receiver.
And now Palm Desert decided to huddle up, get the call so they don't make any mistakes down here.
2nd and 9. They need to get the ball to about the 2-yard line.
And they can get a first down without putting a touchdown on the board.
Again, this time a handoff in the backfield to Joe, and Joe rumbles down inside the 5 to the 4-yard line. It'll be 3rd and about 3 from the 4.
Joe's not a big back, but he certainly is shifty in there, Carroll. He really moves his hips, wiggles around in there, and he's hard to bring down.
He's got a low center of gravity, and that helps. Again, Joe this time tries to get it to the outside. He will get it into the end zone. Touchdown, Hanya Joe. The Aztecs take the opening kickoff of the second half and march 60 yards down the field.
Now they'll try to tack on their 20th point here. No need to worry about going for 2 here, as now they take a commanding 19 to be 20-7 lead if this is converted.
Robert Bianco, a point after attempt, kick from placement. Snap, kick, up, and it's good. The 9:31 to play in the third quarter. It is Palm Desert 20, Central 7.
The CB Stop in Calexico is your one-stop location for ice-cold beer, wine, and your favorite beverages. They have a selection of sandwiches, chips, snacks, ice, and flavor lotto, including Powerball and Mega Super Lotto. You can even get fishing bait and a fishing license. The CB Stop has it all, along with a gas station with diesel and a car wash. Open 24 hours a day. The CB Stop, located in Calexico at the corner of Cole and Bowker Road.
The Central Union High School District Board of Trustees and Administration welcomes students back to school at Central Union High School, Southwest High School, Desert Oasis High School, Phoenix Rising High, and the Central Union Adult High School. Welcome back, and thanks to all the teachers and staff as well. Have a wonderful year. The Central Union High School District, committed to excellence.
You're listening to high school football on AM 1230 KXO Centro and on the World Wide Web at KXORadio.com.
Onside kick, and the Aztecs recover it.
Now the question is going to be, Carroll, did they touch it before it went 10 yards? We're sitting right here on the 50-yard line. I would say they did touch it early, but I'm not the referee. I'm not right down there in the middle of the pile. You got to let it go 10 yards, and I thought the Aztecs did it.
It is Spartans' ball. It was
49.
touched before it went the 10 yards.
They're right on the 49-yard line.
So Spartans get a break there. I don't think anybody was expecting that, John.
No, it was executed perfectly. Just the young man in his exuberance just didn't let it go another half a yard. He missed, 10 yards isn't 9 yards and 3/4. So he was awful close.
It'll be 1st and 10 Spartans. Let's see if they can capitalize on a break.
Rodriguez in the backfield with Sullivan.
And again, they're going to have to get some kind of a running game going. Marini goes in motion. It is Sullivan. Extra effort, picks up 4. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Sullivan doing his impersonation of the Palm Desert's Joe as he was hitting the backfield. and still was able to get 4 yards on his first carry here in the second half.
University City 61, Southwest nothing. Imperial leads Cibola 38-6. Both third quarter scores. El Cajon Valley 12, Vincent Memorial 7, third quarter score. Marini in motion again. That's usually where he's going to block, but he goes down in pass pattern, fires along the sideline, and pass interference will be the call.
Yeah, they've got a choice between pass interference and holding as the referees are talking about this. Once again, like the very first pass, Garcia had beaten his man, and I think that's why the offending player grabbed him. He was worried about a touchdown.
Sergio Garcia with a step, and they will march it off. That will be a first down. They will spot it on the Aztecs 36-yard line. Up. Now we're going to go 5 more.
It should be on the 31 because
that's where they put it.
15 take away from 46 should be 31. And they figured it out. Spartans right up on the line of scrimmage, much like the Aztecs. A little bit of a hurry up here for the Spartans.
Spread formation, single setback. Marini again in motion. It is Sullivan on the handoff. Sullivan loses the football, and the Aztecs get it. Nope. Somebody...
Yeah, the same thing that happened to the Spartans. The Aztec player tried to pick it up and run, and then took a hit and wasn't able to corral the football, and the Spartans were able to recover that.
It'll be a gain of about 3.
They're trying to decide where to put it, and they finally put it on about the 20, looks like the 27-yard line. 28, let's call it the 28.
Gain of 3, 2nd and 7.
Sullivan, a very sure-handed ball carrier throughout his career here at the Spartans.
Rodriguez drops back, intense pressure, dumps it off. It is a catch, and it is Garcia down inside the 10. Touchdown.
I don't know how that young man caught that football. That was a much better catch than it was a pass.
He snagged it off the tips of his toes and then tiptoed down the sideline into the end zone for 6.
Carroll, any doubt why the freshman is playing here on the varsity level?
Yeah, thank you for reminding me. He's a freshman. He's going to get better. Maybe bigger and faster.
He actually reminds me a lot of Skylar Cook when Skylar was a freshman, showing that kind of speed.
We'll have the point after attempt. Rodriguez, Rodriguez, the kick is up, and the kick is good. 7:40 to play in the third quarter. It is Palm Desert 20, Central 14.
Stan's Auto Body has been serving customers in the Imperial Valley for many years now. Their mission is to be recognized as a premier provider of auto body repair services. Stan's Auto Body also works closely with you and your insurance company on your collision repair. They're committed to delivering superior quality and customer service by exceeding your expectations. Stan's Auto Body thanks you for making them #1 with CarWise.com. Give them a call or stop by 1880 West Euclid Avenue in El Centro.
Start the day off right by having breakfast at the Broken Yolk Café. Once again, voted best breakfast in Imperial Valley by you, our customer. Thank you. Now remember, Broken Yolk strives every day to bring you great service and great food. Still preparing everything fresh daily. Open for breakfast and lunch 7 days a week from 7 a.m. till 2 p.m. Log on to Broken Yolk Café and join the club or order your meal online. Broken Yolk Café on North Imperial Avenue in El Centro.
Central Spartan football. We're live on AM 1230 KXO El Centro, California, and on the KXO YouTube channel. The Spartans did capitalize on a break on an attempted onside kick. Another high kick. It is fielded. Shaw cuts it outside again. Shaw ducks in, turns it upfield, and is dropped at about the 37-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 Aztecs on their own 37.
we could characterize the first half as a defensive struggle. It looks like the second half we have some real fireworks on the offensive side. Both teams scoring on their initial possession. And as you mentioned, the Aztecs taking the ball 60 yards, Central 49 on the onside kick, where they tried to catch the Spartans napping. To their detriment, it did work out well for the Spartans.
The Aztecs are ready to put it in play. 3 wide on the left side. The handoff is in the middle, and with some room is Joe, and Joe turns on the jets and is across the 40, the 30, the 20, and Anya Joe will be pushed out of bounds at about the 10-yard line.
So it looks like both teams have figured out what the other team's doing on defense, Carroll.
A 50-yard run by Anya Joe. And straddling the 10-yard line, that makes it 1st and goal, Aztecs.
And that will certainly help his average per carry as he showed some real speed.
Aztecs come out. Carter dumps it off in the flat. It is caught and tackled. Don't push, because the receiver gets it in as one of the Spartans tried to bump him down, and that's an NFL play. Nobody in the NFL knows how to tackle at the high school level. You're supposed to know. And he just tried to, chest bump him down. It's not going to work.
Yeah, unfortunately for the Spartans on that, because the play was defense, he was actually going to be tackled for a loss. Instead, you have 6 with the possibility of 7 more here.
Bianco will try the point after. He's hit 2 out of 3 so far. And it kind of drifts off to the left side, so he misses that one. He's 2 for 2. 7-11 to play in the third quarter. It is 26-14. The Aztecs lead the Spartans.
CB Stop in Calexico is your one-stop location for ice-cold beer, wine, and your favorite beverages. They have a selection of sandwiches, chips, snacks, ice, and flavor lotto, including Powerball and Mega Super Lotto. You can even get fishing bait and a fishing license. The CB Stop has it all, along with a gas station with diesel and a car wash. Open 24 hours a day. The CB Stop, located in Calexico at the corner of Cole and Bowker Road.
Hacienda Snack Bar has been around for a long time, serving breakfast and lunch Monday through Friday, serving your favorite breakfast burritos to the Hacienda burger. And when it comes to catering, they do it right with good hot food. They can put a meal together to fit your budget for any size party, big or small. Stop by Hacienda Snack Bar at 941 K Street in Brawley. Talk to Mario and let him cater your next event, or call 760-344-5542. That's 344-5542.
High school football on AM 1230 KXO Centro, California. I'm Carroll Buckley. With me is John Driffill, as the Aztecs have a 26-14 lead. Another short kick, and let it go out of bounds. And it does. Did he touch it in bounds?
Yeah, it looks like he touched it in bounds, so that's going to give Central the ball right at the 31-yard line. A little pooch kick with the Aztecs covering that. They were very close to that football. So fortunately for the Spartans, the player did the heads-up play. He knocked it out of bounds because there were Aztecs right there in the area. Carroll, we had 3 touchdowns in the entire first half, with one of them coming under a minute. Here, with less than 5 minutes to play in the second half, we've had 3 touchdowns. Quite a turnaround.
Spartans come out. They'll put it in play, 1st and 10 on their own 31-yard line. From the spacious press box here, we're outside in the bleachers.
Which is a good place to be.
Yes, it is. Dumped off, tipped, intercepted, and it'll be a pick 6. Tipped and intercepted by the Aztecs, and a 46-yard pick for 6. In the right place, at the right time, And you go for the score.
So that has certainly turned it around. Hit the Spartan receiver right in the hands, but went straight up in the air with all kinds of Aztecs around it.
We'll have another point after attempt.
So now we've had 4 touchdowns in exactly 5 minutes of play.
Snap back, kicked up, and this one is good. Exactly 7 minutes to play in the third quarter. It's the Palm Desert Aztecs 33, Central Spartans 14.
The original Town Pump has relocated in Brawley at Brownies Diner, offering you the same great steaks and more. Open every day except Monday with patio dining, with breakfast and lunch served from 7:30 a.m. to 2 p.m., dinner from 4 p.m. to 8:30 p.m., and open Sunday 7:30 a.m. to 2 p.m. Now with indoor dining. For delicious home-style cooking at its best, now there's one location that has it all. Brownies Diner in Brawley.
Imperial Valley College is welcoming students back on campus for the fall for an enhanced mix of in-person and online learning and student services. Enrollment is in full swing with classes already in session. Programs will feature an enhanced schedule of in-person labs and hands-on skills training with the option to continue taking a wide range of courses online. Students curious about degrees, available programs, and career paths can learn more by visiting imperial.edu and careered.org.
John, quick turnaround. The Aztecs came out fired up in the second half. Another one of those short pooch kicks at a fair catch at the 35-yard line by Elijah Perez.
Yeah, the Aztecs have that play down well. They just pushed the ball up in the air, and there's no chance at that time for any kind of return. So very wisely, Perez single for the fair catch.
University City leads Southwest 68-0. I believe the clock would be running there, John.
If it's not, it should be. So here at Central, let's see if they continue running the offense or if they get a little more conservative. They're playing their 3 wideouts with the wideout to the left as well.
Back to pass, looking, fires, and it's picked, and it'll be another pick six, I think. Nope.
Yeah, Sullivan's over there, so he was able to knock him out of bounds.
Threw it into the flat, went through the hands of the intended receiver, and the Aztecs pick another. Not only do they have a good offense, obviously, they've got a pretty darn good defense, John.
A good defensive scheme. But as you mentioned, the ball went right through the receiver's hand, so you can't blame that one on the quarterback. So already with the commanding lead, let's see if the Aztecs decide to go for the jugular here. The last time they had that big turnover, they threw the ball in the end zone on the very first play, meaning the one in the first half. Let's see what they do here.
1st and 10, Aztecs on the Spartan 24-yard line. Carter dumps it off. It is complete at the 20. Cuts across the 15, the 10, the 5, and is hit. The ball's loose. And was he down?
Yeah, they're going to call him down, which is unfortunate for the Spartans because the ball did come out. Now, the hit was leveled by the Palm Desert receiver. He was the one that put a hit as the defensive man was standing his ground and took a big hit, and the ball popped out, but for whatever reason, the referees blew it dead. Another 1st and goal for the Aztecs.
Spotted on the 4-yard line. Carter has Joe in the backfield with him. Dumps it off. Little timing pattern into the end zone. Touchdown. Tyrese McNeely on the catch. And McNeely is listed at 6'3". Just went up. Brought down the rebound.
That stretches the lead now, 39-14. Our kicker he hits 2 in a row, then he misses. So if he follows suit, this one should put through the uprights.
6:17 to play in the third quarter, and the Aztecs lighting up the scoreboard. Snap, kick, up, and good. 6:17. To play in the third, it is Palm Desert 40, Central 14.
We all love an expert. We've got a roof expert, a plumber, a great mechanic. The list goes on. Imperial Valley Allstate agent Julie Oliver is your local insurance expert that knows the community. So whether it's protection for your car, home, boat, motorcycle, or more, Julie is here to help. Call your local Allstate agent Julie Oliver today at 760-353-5800. That's 353-5800. Julie says, please stay safe and healthy. You are in good hands. Subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Start the day off right by having breakfast at the Broken Yolk Café. Once again, voted best breakfast in Imperial Valley by you, our customer. Thank you. Now remember, Broken Yolk strives every day to bring you great service and great food, still preparing everything fresh daily. Open for breakfast and lunch 7 days a week from 7 a.m. till 2 p.m. Log on to Broken Yolk Café and join the club or order your meal online. Broken Yolk Café on North Imperial Avenue in El Centro.
Okay, John, 40-14. Turned around in a heartbeat, didn't it?
4 touchdowns in 6 minutes for the Aztecs. Central had one on their original possession, but since then they've turned the ball over twice. And both turnovers were on their very first play from scrimmage.
Kicks it down the middle this time, and it'll be fielded at the 21 and out across the 30 to the 35-yard line.
That's Gavin Marini.
It'll be 1st and 10, Spartans on their own 35-yard line. Other scores, University City 68, Southwest nothing. It's Pinson 14, El Cajon Valley 12, Imperial 38, Cibola 6, Calexico leading Calapat. Last night, Brawley beat Indio and Holtville beat Hoover. Marini goes in motion, and the Spartans jump. Wide out, missed the count.
Yeah, that's because we have a new quarterback. Carroll out there for the Spartans is Hayden Hernandez, a senior. So different snap count, and that upset the wideouts who were split about 25 yards off the ball. They took off a little bit early.
Different cadence, but your wideouts aren't supposed to move till the ball gets snapped. Hand off right up the middle, and there is nothing there. That would be Charlie Sullivan for no gain.
Yeah, momentum has definitely, with these 4 touchdowns scored in 6 minutes, gone to the Palm Desert side, so their defense is obviously much more aggressive now. We'll see if the Palm Desert coaching staff decides to start letting some other kids in on the field just because of the difference in the score.
Hayden Hernandez gets it away, and it is complete, and picks up about 7 yards. On the catch was Arturo Estrada, a sophomore. Estrada takes it out to the 37-yard line. It'll be 3rd and 7.
Estrada's having a big night here for the Spartans.
Hernandez takes a snap, drops back under pressure, chased out of the pocket, spins, and he'll lose 2 yards, so it's another sack. Different quarterback, pretty much the same results. A very, very heavy rush from the Aztecs front. 4th and 8, Spartans will punt. Sullivan to do the punting. Gets it away. Nice punt. And it'll be down at the 34-yard line for the Aztecs. That's where they will put it in play. First and 10, Aztecs on their own 34.
Hacienda Snack Bar has been around for a long time, serving breakfast and lunch Monday through Friday, serving your favorite breakfast burritos to the Hacienda Burger. And when it comes to catering, they do it right with good hot food. They can put a meal together to fit your budget for any size party, big or small. Stop by Hacienda Snack Bar at 941 K Street in Brawley. Talk to Mario and let him cater your next event, or call 760-344-5542. That's 344-5542.
First and 10 for the Aztecs.
We have a whole bunch of different Spartans out there right now. See if we have a chance to get them all in.
And that play action, that to me is a backwards lateral, and that's what the call is on the field.
Yeah, that's going to be credited as a run because the catch wasn't made, and then the young man finally pulled it in.
Lose about 7. It'll be 2nd and 17.
Jack Perez is out there now on the field with several going off the field now. No, coming back on the field is Damian Nelson. Jared Martin is also out there.
Looks like Joe again, right up the middle, picks up about 5. It'll bring up 3rd and 12. So it looks like the Aztecs are sticking with their first team.
Yeah, Centro right now having a mix. They've got some of their starters out there. Some are on the sidelines already.
And some of it may be audition. Let's see what you can do, guys. Back to pass. Carter gets it away, fires deep downfield, got the man wide open at the 40, the 30, the 20, 10, touchdown. A 68-yard touchdown bomb. Carter aired it out, and it goes for 6.
No chance that ball was going to be dropped.
Caught it in stride and just kept on going.
As we have a whole plethora of touchdowns here in this third quarter with still 2:34 to go.
Officials timeout. They're moving the Aztecs away from the sidelines.
It's been a long time since Central has suffered a quarter such as this one, Carroll. I'd say going back before the David Pena regime.
It's been ugly for the Spartans. The kick is up, and the kick is good. 2, 3, 4 to play in the third quarter. It's Palm Desert 47, Central 14.
CB Stop in Calexico is your one-stop location for ice-cold beer, wine, and your favorite beverages. They have a selection of sandwiches, chips, snacks, ice, and Flavor Lotto, including Powerball and Mega Super Lotto. You can even get fishing bait and a fishing license. CB Stop has it all, along with a gas station with diesel and a car wash. Open 24 hours a day. The CB Stop, located in Calexico at the corner of Cole and Boucher Road.
Hacienda Snack Bar has been around for a long time, serving breakfast and lunch Monday through Friday, serving your favorite breakfast burritos to the Hacienda Burger. And when it comes to catering, they do it right with good hot food. They can put a meal together to fit your budget for any size party, big or small. Stop by Hacienda Snack Bar at 941 K Street in Brawley. Talk to Mario and let him cater your next event, or call 760-344-5542. That's 344-5542.
The Aztecs jump out, 47-14. They will kick off again.
Remember, it was 13-7 at the half.
Yes. Another one of those pooch kicks, fair catch called for. And Elijah Perez has got that windmill motion fair catch down pretty pat, doesn't he, John?
That would have been an attempt there to go ahead and catch it and turn upfield, as that one wasn't quite so pushed. It was more of a direct kick. But he did the coachable thing, which means I'm sure he's been told that's the third straight time he's called that fair catch on the kickoff.
It'll be 1st and 10 Spartans.
And we have Hernandez again back out on the field. At least it looks like him. We'll have to wait till he turns this way.
And Sullivan is beside him.
Yeah, and several other clean jerseys on the line and at wideout.
Hernandez back to pass, dumps it off in the flat. It is complete on the little bubble screen out there and picks up a yard, maybe two. Not a lot out there. We'll give him a 2-yard gain, 2nd and 8.
So that pass was completed to Elijah Perez, the senior.
Sullivan goes out, and I believe replacing him is Dominic Gomez, rather. Gomez takes the handoff. Gomez carries it out to the close to the 30-yard line. It'll be 3rd and 5.
Dominic Gomez getting a second carry here in the ball game, first of this half.
He's the one that gives Sullivan a little bit of a breather. Gomez stays in there. Nope, Sullivan's back. I'm sorry. Marini in motion. Hernandez, play action, fires deep downfield, and incomplete. Tried to split 2 receivers that were both very close, which kind of tells me somebody should have been running a flag, the other guy running a post, but.
Yeah, Hernandez showed his arm. He threw the ball about 50 yards in the air. Unfortunately, the receivers were only 40 yards down the field, so not anywhere close to being completed. Now we have another punt here in the third quarter. The Spartans should be very good at this. They've had a lot of them.
4th and 5, the punt formation with Sullivan. High, short punt. And it'll bounce right at the 50 and take an Aztecs roll before it is down. Aztecs will put it in play 1st and 10 on the Spartan 48.
We have a minute to go, Carroll, here, and I would suspect that the Aztecs may want to start going to their bench, as it looks like they're bringing in their second-string quarterback, and that would be
Brady Clemmer.
And we've called him already tonight because he is the punter.
He's only had to do that once, hasn't he?
Yes.
Clemmer in at quarterback. He's a junior. And the handoff to the first back through, and that would be Dimitri Chester. Chester picks up 3, 2nd and 7.
Looks like Joe is on the sideline along with Carter. Probably get the rest of the night off.
You don't want to get them hurt.
This is only the 3rd game of the year, and they have their league coming up. They play 6 league games, not like Central, that only plays 4.
Clemmer hands off, and the ball, somebody grabbed it, but he wouldn't let go. Chester picks up 3. It'll be 3rd and about 3. That's the end of the first quarter of play, or the third quarter. Our score, Palm Desert 47, Central 14.
AM 1230 KXO El Centro.
We all love an expert. We've got a roof expert, a plumber, a great mechanic. The list goes on. Imperial Valley Allstate agent Julie Oliver is your local insurance expert that knows the community. So whether it's protection for your car, home, boat, motorcycle, or more, Julie is here to help. Call your local Allstate agent Julie Oliver today at 760-353-5800. That's 353-5800. Julie says, please stay safe and healthy. You are in good hands. Subject to terms, conditions, and availability.
The Central Union High School District is offering a school bus driver training course to eligible applicants. The course consists of approximately 30 classroom hours and 25 plus hours of behind-the-wheel training. The district will assist potential drivers through the process. and will hire eligible applicants who complete all of the necessary requirements and have obtained their bus driver certificate. There is no cost to enroll. Contact the Central Union High School District for more information. Updating some scores for you, John. Imperial and Cibola. It's the Tigers 38, Cibola 14, and of course Mickey Dale and Dylan Nichols carrying that game for us on our website, KXORadio.com. University City over Southwest, 68-6. I'd say that's probably a final by now, John.
And good for Southwest for putting the score up there. Even though it came late, that's all right. They're still playing football.
And other scores, Vincent 14, El Cajon Valley 12. Last night, Raleigh beat Indio 48-13. Holtville beat Hoover 44-21. The storied Hoover High School of San Diego, not quite as storied in athletics in the recent years.
Yeah, for quite some time. We could even say this century, they haven't really been competitive since actually back in the 80s. But as you mentioned, storied, there's been a lot of pro athletes that have gone through the doors of that high school.
I believe Teddy Williams was one of them.
Absolutely. Ted Williams played there, and the whole entire baseball complex is named for him, as it should be.
It is 3rd and 3.
Achilles Smith, the quarterback, also went there.
Handoff, it is Chester up the middle. Chester gets the first down, crosses the 35 to the 32-yard line.
Right now we're just running stats for both teams, the people making the tackles and the players running for the Aztecs. As we continue to see, now both teams are running different players out on the field. We'll try to get them all for you if we can.
And off again, it is Chester. Chester turns it upfield and picks up some yardage out across the 25 to about the 23-yard line.
Yeah, this is coming back, Carroll, because there was not only a block in the back, there was a tackle in the back as one of the Spartans was going to zero in and try to bring the ball carrier down, and he wasn't pushing the back, he was tackled.
Don't you get 3 points for a takedown?
That was just about what that was. As we see, Josiel Rodriguez suffered a little ding there. He hustled off to the sideline, so it looks to be okay. Since this is a spot foul, and instead of calling a push in the back, they called it a hold, which either one, as I mentioned, he didn't just push him, he tackled him. Maybe the young man plays defense all the time. He just forgot who had the football that time, so he decided to tackle somebody.
Maybe he's a wrestler. It'll be 1st and 23.
16-yard penalty on that play.
Clemmer hands off to Chester. Chester with some speed up the middle across the 30 to the 26-yard line. Mr. Chester wants some playing time. Daniel Chester.
Took it all the way down.
Dimitri Chester, rather.
Across the 30. That's a nice 19-yard pickup for that young man. Brings up 2nd now and 5. So
Clock is running down to about 10:30 to play in this football game. Aztecs lead 47-14. Clemmer will take the snap. Clemmer will dump it off in the flat. It is complete. And yes, he stayed in bounds. No, keep the clock running. He stayed in bounds.
Now they're going to stop it. It looks like it's enough for a first down. That's why they're stopping the clock.
Now they wind it. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 21. The Aztecs on a roll. Clemmer, the quarterback. Dimitri Chester gets the handoff. Dimitri Chester right in the middle. And slips to the right, slips to the left, and picks up 4 yards, 2nd and 6.
And we mentioned the size differential between these two ball clubs, Carroll. And right now, Central, again, playing second-string players out there. So they're not able to keep up with this Palm Desert. Palm Desert's line is still in the ball game. They have not subbed yet their line.
Clemmer hands off again. Chester has a hole. Cuts it to the outside. Stays on his feet. Gets it into the end zone. Touchdown. Dimitri Chester.
So now the PAT coming up to put the 54th point up on the board. And we'll see, Carroll, if the young man now follows suit and misses this one.
Snap back, kick is up, and the kick is good.
Right down
9:20 to play in this football game, and it is Palm Desert 54, Central 14.
McNeece Mart is your one-stop convenience store with a drive-through car wash. And now McNeece Mart has upgraded their car wash. It's state-of-the-art with 3 different washes to choose from the $7 Express wash to the $9 Deluxe wash to the best of the best $12 Premium wash. Also, purchase 8 gallons of fuel and get $1 off your car wash. And get the punch card. Pay for 5 washes, get the 6th one free. Yes, McNeece Mart, your one-stop convenience store at the corner of Dogwood Road and East Main Street in El Centro.
The original Town Pump has relocated in Brawley at Brownies Diner, offering you the same great steaks and more. Open every day except Monday with patio dining, with breakfast and lunch served from 7:30 a.m. to 2 p.m., dinner from 4 p.m. to 8:30 p.m., and open Sunday 7:30 a.m. to 2 p.m. Now with indoor dining. For delicious home-style cooking at its best, now there's one location that has it all. Brownies Diner in Brawley.
The Central Spartans trail 54-14. The Aztecs will kick off again. And again, it'll be that pooch kick headed to the sidelines. And it's picked up at about the 19. Trying to find some running room down the far sideline and brings it out to about the 26-yard line where the Spartans will put it in play 1st and 10 on their own 26.
At that time, the ball didn't go out of bounds. The Spartan receivers, returners are waiting for it to go out of bounds, and it just died out there on the grass.
So you better pick it up and run with it or cover it.
And that's just what they did.
1st and 10. And the clock is running.
Looks like Hernandez still is in the backfield for the quarterback of the Spartans.
Hernandez hands off, and that is Sullivan. Sullivan across the 35, the 40, out to the 42-yard line. What was the score at halftime, John?
13-7.
13-7. That was so long ago.
16-yard pickup for Sullivan, as Palm Desert now has emptied their bench as well. So kudos to them.
1st and 10 for the Spartans. Hand off again, Sullivan up the middle. Sullivan will pick up 5 down to the 47-yard line.
Makes a difference when those big interior linemen for the Aztecs are out on the bench instead of out in the field, as Central now finding some success running the football.
Vincent Memorial defeated El Cajon Valley 14-12.
Big win for the Scots after last week.
2nd and 5. Estrada goes in motion, back to pass is Hernandez. Hernandez is hit. Hernandez is sacked. Loss of 5 as Hernandez goes down. At the original line of scrimmage, it'll bring up 3rd and 10.
That time Hernandez showed his rustiness for not having played a lot, as he actually stepped up into the pressure instead of trying to spin out of it. Made the sack that much easier.
Hernandez again back to pass, dumps off a screen. It is complete. And there's a pickup of about 6. It'll be 4th and 4.
I believe that was Gavin Marini's first reception on the evening.
He's been doing a lot of blocking. Sullivan is back to punt. Gets away a beautiful punt, and it'll bounce down inside the 10 and be down at the 5. It'll be 1st and 10 Aztecs on their own 5-yard line as the clock continues to run inside of 6 minutes here.
Yeah, with the clock running like this, if Palm Desert takes their allotted time between each snap, they can go ahead and run the clock out here and send everybody home. We'll see if that's what they want to do, or if they're going to go ahead and play it straight up, give their players who have not been on the field much tonight a chance to get some game time in.
If you have your 2nd and 3rd team in, John, they're going to play their hearts out, and they're going to show the coach I deserve to get some playing time. Clemmer hands off. Again, it is Dimitri Chester. Chester dragged down by the ankles, but he picks up 5 in the process. Okay, give him 6, 2nd and 4. Inside of 5 minutes to play. A running clock.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised. The Aztecs are up on the football already. I thought they'd take a little more time huddling up.
John, it's the 2nd team. They want to get their reps. And again, it is Chester. Dimitri Chester picks up the 1st down, takes it out to the 20-yard line.
9-yard pickup there as the young man is trying to get the rushing lead of the night, but Joe's already tucked that away with that big 53-yard touchdown run he had.
And again, from experience, John, if your 2nd or 3rd team gets in a blowout, they're going to play their hearts out. They're going to push and show the coach that they deserve more playing time.
As they should.
And that's that little pitch forward to the wing, and he turns it upfield and crosses the 30 out close to the 40-yard line. Goes out of bounds, but that doesn't make any difference. We're inside of 4 minutes, and the clock continues to run. Is it 30 or 35 point, John?
35 point.
35-point lead, and in the second half, you go to a running clock.
12-yard pickup, and that will help the stats for the quarterback. Tonight we'll have all the stats at the conclusion of the game. Palm Desert this half has had some boggling stats.
And off, nothing in the middle, cuts it to the outside and takes it down. There is a flag, and I think there's going to be a hold or a tackle by one of the offensive linemen.
Rodolfo Lizarola was tackled by one of the linemen as he had zeroed in on that play, so the referee threw the flag. And what this does is it actually helps the cause because the clock will continue to run.
I've got to say, John, okay, we're outside, we're in the bleachers, we're right by the pep band, we're right by some parents and some Aztec fans, and we have been treated extremely well. Yeah, buying you cookies, They know how to reach you, don't they, John?
Yes.
1st and 13 following the penalty. Clemmer hands off. Chester turns it upfield. Struggles. Gets a couple of yards. Goes out of bounds. But we'll keep the clock running. And as before we started, I mentioned a Canadian journalist wanted to talk to me about Friday Night Lights in the U.S. He'd never experienced it. And I said, it's just a special feeling. And the way we are treated everywhere we go, in the Valley, outside of the Valley, it's great. Run right up the gut and pushing forward, getting close to the first down. And I think that will be the first down.
Central right there trying to strip the football from the ball carrier instead of wrapping up, which doesn't matter now as we're under 1:30 to go.
Imperial leads Cibola 41-14.
So that bodes well for Brawley as they will play Cibola. Cibola not appearing to be very tough this year.
It is University City 75, Southwest 6. And our game is over. That's it for us.
Yeah, the quarterback.
We've got 1 minute. Okay.
Yeah, the quarterback will have to take a knee one more time as he just did on that play.
And when we end it all, it will be Palm Desert 54, the Central Spartans 14, and as you said, John, it was 13-7 at the half. It just went south in a heartbeat for the Central Spartans. That's it. That's our game. Final score, Palm Desert 54, the Central Spartans 14.
Sam's Auto Body has been serving customers in the Imperial Valley for many years now. Their mission is to be recognized as a premier provider of auto body repair services. Sam's Auto Body also works closely with you and your insurance company on your collision repair. They're committed to delivering superior quality and customer service by exceeding your expectations. Sam's Auto Body thanks you for making them #1 with CarWise.com. Give them a call or stop by 1880 West Euclid Avenue in El Centro.
Start the day off right by having breakfast at the Broken Yolk Café. Once again, voted best breakfast in Imperial Valley by you, our customer. Thank you. Now remember, Broken Yolk strives every day to bring you great service and great food, still preparing everything fresh daily. Open for breakfast and lunch 7 days a week from 7 a.m. till 2 p.m. Log on to Broken Yolk Café and join the club or order your meal online. Broken Yolk Café on North Imperial Avenue in El Centro.
Imperial Valley College is welcoming students back on campus through the fall for an enhanced mix of in-person and online learning and student services. Enrollment is in full swing with classes already in session. Programs will feature an enhanced schedule of in-person labs and hands-on skills training with the option to continue taking a wide range of courses online. Students curious about degrees, available programs, and career paths can learn more by visiting imperial.edu and careered.org.
We all love an expert. We've got a roof expert, a plumber, a great mechanic. The list goes on. Imperial Valley Allstate agent Julie Oliver is your local insurance expert that knows the community. So whether it's protection for your car, home, boat, motorcycle, or more, Julie is here to help. Call your local Allstate agent Julie Oliver today at 760-353-5800. That's 353-5800. Julie says, please stay safe and healthy. You are in good hands. Subject terms.
You're listening to high school football on AM 1230 KXO Centro and on the World Wide Web at KXORadio.com.
Hacienda Snack Bar has been around for a long time, serving breakfast and lunch Monday through Friday, serving your favorite breakfast burritos to the Hacienda Burger. And when it comes to catering, they do it right with good hot food. They can put a meal together to fit your budget for any size party, big or small. Stop by Hacienda Snack Bar at 941 K Street in Brawley. Talk to Mario and let him cater your next event, or call 760-344-5542. That's 344-5542.
Well, it's a tale of two halves, actually. A tale of the first half and then the third quarter when the Palm Desert Aztecs just blew it open. Our halftime score, Palm Desert leading 13-7. The final score, 54-14. The damage done with some explosive plays on offense and a couple of picks on defense as the Aztecs just blew it wide open. The Spartans, well, they showed some life early on, scored twice in the first half, and other than that, in the second half, just couldn't really get anything going. And they couldn't get anything going because of the stifling defense thrown up by the Aztecs. Some scores around the Valley. The only one I can confirm final, Vincent Memorial Catholic High School Scots 14, El Cajon Valley 12. The last score we had was University City 75, Southwest 6. That's got to be a final. They had to have a running clock in there. Last score again we had Imperial 41, Cibola 14. That's got to be close to the end. We had Calexico leading Calipatria, and haven't had an update there. That Imperial score is a final. Imperial defeated Cibola 41-14. Last night, Brawley upended Indio 48-13, and last night, Holtville 44, Hoover 21. John's working on the stats. We'll have them coming up.
The CB Stop in Calexico is your one-stop location for ice-cold beer, wine, and your favorite beverages. They have a selection of sandwiches, chips, snacks, ice, and flavor lotto, including Powerball and Mega Super Lotto. You can even get fishing bait and a fishing license. The CB Stop has it all, along with a gas station with diesel and a car wash. Open 24 hours a day. The CB Stop, located in Calexico at the corner of Cole and Bowser Road.
The Central Union High School District is offering a school bus driver training course to eligible applicants. The course consists of approximately 30 classroom hours and 25 plus hours of behind-the-wheel training. The district will assist potential drivers through the process and will hire eligible applicants who complete all of the necessary requirements and have obtained their bus driver certificate. There is no cost to enroll. Contact the Central Union High School District for more information.
John Driffill, you've got some numbers. First half weren't real good. Second half, I know is going to be ugly.
For the Central Spartans, the second half was a complete nightmare with the two straight pass interceptions. One went for a pick six. The other one took it down inside the 20, set up the runaway. And mindful that both passes were on the original first play of that series, so that didn't give Central a chance to get anything going after that initial first scoring drive of the second half. Let's take a look at what Palm Desert did. They ran the ball 37 times from scrimmage for 261 yards. That's after only getting 111 in the first half. So you could see that they ran wild in the second half. 13 for 21 was a combination quarterback for 164 yards. That's after only getting 20 in the first half. So they win about 150 more rushing and 150 more passing in the second half alone. That gave Palm Desert 425 total yards, 18 first downs. But just as important as all of that, Carroll, Palm Desert did not turn the ball over once. No fumbles, no interceptions. On the other side of the football, Centro ran it 20 times for 45 yards. That includes all four of the sacks. 10 for 14 was the combination duo of the Spartans quarterback for 130 yards, giving them 175 total yards. 9 first downs, but as we already mentioned, the biggest stat for this game tonight, the fumble loss in the first half that set up the go-ahead touchdown with under a minute to go in the first half, and the 2 interceptions that led to 2 very quick touchdowns within seconds of each other in the second half. Individually carrying the football tonight for the Spartans, Charlie Sullivan, 13 carries, 66 yards, 1 touchdown. Damian Rodriguez, as the quarterback, was sacked 3 times for a negative 19. Also getting 1 carry in the first half, 2 in the second half, was the Spartans' Dominique Gomez, the senior, for 3 total yards. And the quarterback that came in the second half, Hayden Hernandez, suffered 2 sacks for -5 yards. The 10 pass completions were spread out among all 3 of the same receivers that caught passes in the first half. Charlie Sullivan had 2 receptions for 9 yards. Getting 5 receptions, Elijah Perez for 46 yards. And the super freshman with 3 receptions for 75 yards and a touchdown, Sergio Garcia. So there are some positives. It does not get any easier for the Spartans after this, as next week they've got to go to San Diego and play Vista.
Okay. Well, again, updating scores around the Valley. A final score, Vincent Memorial defeated El Cajon Valley 14-12. Calexico shut out Calapat 27-0. That is a final. Last we heard, University City leading Southwest 75-6. Imperial defeated Cibola 41-14. That is a final. Our final here, 54-14. The Palm Desert Aztecs defeating the Central Spartans. Next week, it'll be Saturday night football. Actually, we'll have Friday night football with Mickey Dale and George Grijalva. Friday night with the Imperial Tigers. And then Saturday night, John Driffill and Jared Anchondo will be at Centro. And it'll be the Central Spartans, and it's the Kofa Kings, right, John? Yes, okay. That's it. We want to thank Gabe Lemus, our producer-engineer. Technical assistance provided by Kurt Hoffman. John Driffill with the color and stats. I'm Carroll Buckley. Thank you for listening, and keep it tuned to AM 1230 KXO El Centro, California.
Okay, roll the drums.
AM